Fuck's sakes. Dolphins are already losing? What kind of intro is this? Lord heavens. Fuck. Welcome everybody to the Whiskey Reaper channel. You know who I am already. I am the Reaper. Yes. Oh, god damn it. They scored. The other team scored. I'm going for Miami Dolphins right now. I see you, AM. Hello. I see you, Cheech. Hello. Thank you for being here early. You know what? I was tripping with this kickoff. And you know what? Let me make sure that there's no volume on this game right now. You know what? Today is about you guys. I will drop the link in here for anybody that wants to come on here. You're welcome to hang out and just come on here and talk to me. Let me see if I find a link over here for you guys, just so that I know that we do have this over here, that I can have it here. I can pin it up. And this is for everybody. Hello, everybody. Hello, Melissa. Hello. I see you. Now, today is not going to be like every other day. Usually I'm here to really entertain you guys. Today's going to be a hangout. I want to be able to talk with some of you if you guys want to jump on here. Also, I will be smoking my cigar. So if you are not into cigars, that's okay. I won't push that on you, but I will tell everybody here, hello, Melissa. Hello. Hi. I will tell you right now, this is going to be some dirty stuff I'm about to do right now. I'm about to do some real dirty, and I know many of you like me doing some dirty stuff, but today is really one of these days that I said, wow, what is this? I was going through the, the whiskey section, and obviously I have everything. So there's no need to get backup of anything, because I have backup of the backup and the backup of all the whiskeys that I want, all the bourbon whiskeys. So there's really nothing new that I really can say, oh, fuck, this is new, I gotta buy it. Usually, when it comes to whiskeys, I already have all of them, okay? So I'm gonna tell you this right now. I had to go to the beer section, and when I went to the beer section, there is a beer right now that they have at the store that I believe it goes to Florida. So for the people out there in Florida, this is a Guinness Drought Stout, and it does say it's a special Florida edition just for the Floridians, okay? It says here on this one. Now, I'm going to show you this. This is a special edition can. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is because I support everybody in Florida, okay? You see this? It says limited edition Florida. I'm going to tell you a little bit about this. This over here says from Florida special edition. All the money goes to Florida. Really, a small percentage over here. Before I say anything, I will say this. We have a can. We have the first super chat up in here. Thank you so much, Basil. Thank you so much for the $5. He says, place your bets this week, Reaper. As a matter of fact, I did. And I only aim for certain games. Till today, right now, I am watching the Miami Dolphins playing against the Lions. But right now, thank you so much for that one, man. Holy shit. Amazing. When you guys send me a little appreciation token, I really appreciate it. Every time you guys do that. All of this, remember, it doesn't come to my pocket till maybe at the end of the month. So I don't get it directly. They take out 30% of it. And you know what? I'm appreciative of everything. If you guys send $2, $5, $10, whatever it is, I appreciate everybody. And I'll make sure that you guys are known. Okay, so I'm going to say this. Guinness, okay? Repeat this again. I am drinking this right now because I represent Florida, and a portion of this goes to them, okay? So it says for every Guinness give back pack made, we're contributing $1 up to $1 million towards local and national charitable organizations across America to help communities who have long supported us. Visit GuinnessGiveback.com for more information about our commitment to the philosophy of the Reaper. That's what it says back here. And ladies and gentlemen, I had to buy this I don't know how it tastes like, but you see it. Look at this. This is a stout, but most of the money that I paid for this is going to go to Florida. And you know, many of you know that I'm not about charities. But when I see something like this, I believe in it because these people set out to make a can. They set out to make a complete can. And that to me shows that they're actually going to be supporting Florida and be sending it. Now, you guys see all these fucking bullshit charities on the TV, like, support your lion in South Africa. Look, there's no way I'm going to be supporting no lion in South Africa because that money is not going to go to the lion or the rhino or the panda. It's just not going to be one of these things, that's going to happen. So let's pour this right now. Let me pour this for all of you. And the Miami Dolphins have the ball right now, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I did drop the link for anybody to show up. Let me pour this. God, that is a healthy pour. And I'm going to make sure that everybody knows this. So I'm going to make sure to put this one up here. I'm going to make sure that you guys know whenever you see a can like this, a beautiful can that supports somebody, buy it. It's good to buy because that money actually does go, to the sakes of it. So let me see if I put it over here. Here we go. There we go. Looking beautiful. It's a special edition can. Let me see how it tastes like. Before I do anything, I want you guys to know that this is going to be like a lounge. You all can step foot. You can leave. You can come back in. I'm going to make sure of this, that all of you know that you're welcome to be here with me. Okay? I'm going to drop the link one more time just so you guys know this is going to be absolutely okay. So you see this link. By the way, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. You're awesome. Thank you for being here and enjoying this. So I will put the game on. Let me see if I put the volume on this game. It's third down right now, Miami Dolphins. And I will be smoking my cigar right now. I told you many of you about this cigar yesterday. I'm going to be smoking it right now with the stout beer that I'm having now. So let's see. Oh, shit, it's wet. Let's see how this goes. Now, you guys might think it's just a regular whiskey that I have here. This is actually a very expensive, hard-to-find whiskey. So I know many of you are probably wondering, if you're into whiskeys, why would you put that there? Because I have backup and backup and backup. And I drink these bottles. It's not like some of the people out there that just save them on the side. They put them on the side hoping 10 years goes by and it's going to cost money. I don't do this. I review them. I buy them. I make sure that if it's good, I show you guys. They're going for down. Oh, yes. We got a first down, baby. Miami Dolphins. Amazing. I love it when we go straight for the fucking first down. We're in 4th and 4, and all we needed was 4 yards. And Tua just passed the ball. It was 10 yards. I caught it, and now we have a first down, ladies and gentlemen. I'm hoping this game is good. If the Miami Dolphins, American football, ladies and gentlemen, this is NFL. If they lose today, I completely feel that we're out of the playoffs. We have to be winning our games. We have to definitely be winning our games. So I'm going to tell you right now, if this, my own cigar, oh my God. Man, come on, man. What is going on here with this damn fucking bullshit? That's a fumble, ladies and gentlemen. Now the Lions have the ball. Miami Dolphins had the ball just now, and they fumbled the ball. Horrible fumble. But you know what? This is just the beginning of the game. Don't forget, it's only the beginning of the game. I'm going to be smoking my cigar right now. Let's see how it goes with this beautiful stout beer. Now, my cigar, I'm going to tell many of you right now, It took me a little bit of time. I wanted to do a good Dominican cigar. Okay, now my cigar, it did take a little bit of time, and these are real leaves. These aren't like look at this. I have a stem over here on this one, which the stem is really big over here in the leaf, and I could feel it on my lip. That's crazy. Now these are all natural. So when they get rolled, my own cigar gets rolled, you know, they use any leaf they have at the meantime. Most time is the premium leaf. And it's just unbelievable to think that this is a real leaf, ladies and gentlemen. When you smoke a cigar, this to me is like, let me give you a good example. Because somebody told me the other day, they go, you know what? Why do you smoke cigars? You know, they're bad for you. I go, as a matter of fact, they're not really as bad as you might think. Cigars are there to help you out with stress. They're supposed to relax you. Cigars are one of the products out there that are really, for many people that say that they're addicted because it has nicotine, it is completely false. I can go with a whole week without smoking this. Now, I'm going to give you a good example of what the feeling is when you smoke a cigar, okay? When you have that feeling that you have to go back to it, I'm going to give you a good example because somebody asked me, they go, what is there's a feeling that you have, right? When you want to smoke a cigar. And I'm like, yes, there is a feeling. It's just completely like for a guy, for most of us men, I'm going to tell you this right now. There's a certain feeling when it comes to whiskey. You know, whiskey, you have to feel it. You have to want to drink it, you know. And sometimes most of us, well, I mean, that's me and everybody else. I'm not going to talk for everybody because I know everybody's different. But I know that you have to have a certain feeling when you're going to a restaurant and you're ordering a Sprite or you're ordering a soda or you get tea. There's a certain feeling that you're going to have that day when you order it. Usually I order the same thing. Sometimes different days I would be like, you know what, let me get a Sprite. So when it comes to cigars and comes to any of our, we could say addictions, right? But they're not addictions, really. They're things that we are pleased. As men, we are pleased. Just like women love to use body splash. Just like women love to take many showers a day. Just like women like to wax. You know, most of the women, they do love to wax everywhere. And this is just something that they like. It's something that makes them feel great. With a cigar, okay, you see the cigar that I have in my hand. This is my own line cigar. When I smoke a cigar, it makes me feel really relaxed. It makes me feel like I'm enjoying life. Now, the example I was going to give you that I told my friend, he goes to me, so give me a good example. And I straight up told him, I go, look, remember the days we used to go mountain biking? He goes, yes, I remember those days. They were awesome. Now, why do you ride a mountain bike to the trails? It's because you just enjoy it. But there was more to just enjoyment, okay? Now, I am enjoying watching this game right now. It's relaxing. When they're losing, it's not so relaxing. Now, they are losing right now. The Miami Dolphins are losing right now, but I'm going to give you a good example. Not this game, just the mountain bike itself. So, Fragmental Chris, I know you watch me sometimes. I'm going to give you a good example because you, my man, you have a carbon fiber mountain bike. Some people, when they buy certain items, like materialistic things, like a mountain bike, they enjoy the looks of it. Now, the looks of it is just beautiful. Everything that is designed on that mountain bike, it is beautiful. It has curves. Now, the tires are special for that fucking mountain bike. You know, even everything, the brakes, everything, the wheels, everything. Now, this is just a mountain bike we're talking about, and I only told my friend because my friend, me and him would go to the mountain bike trails, so that's the only thing I could really relate to. I told him, I go, it's kind of like that. And he goes, wow, like, you're telling me that it's the same feeling as I go, yes, it is the same feeling. Because you go to the trails knowing you have the best bike that you might have bought with your own money. Now you go to the trails knowing that the mountain bike you're riding is your type of mountain bike. Your mountain bike is the one that you're going to want to like really enjoy throughout the trails. If there's a trail that goes up in a mountain, you're going to want to enjoy it. You're going to know that you bought this mountain bike because it has certain brakes, because it has certain tires, because it has certain rims, and just the look of it, you're looking down at your own mountain bike because you wasted your goddamn money to buy this mountain bike, and you're looking down on it. It's just beautiful. It looks amazing. The colors you picked are just fantastic, right? So he goes to me, he goes, yes, that's exactly. And not only that, but I go because I want to exercise, and that's the best way to exercise for me, he told me. I go, exactly. So you go on a mountain bike trail with the bike that you bought that costs $2,000, $1,000, whatever, and you enjoy going with that bike, and you get relaxed when you're doing cardio, and it's something you like to do. He goes, exactly. So I go to him, well, the cigar is the same thing. I literally, obviously, with most people, I'm going to give you a good reason. Not me, okay? Because I made sure that my own cigars I enjoy. And it's a different feeling when you make your own cigar and you have your own cigar line. It took you a good amount of time to do it. So when it comes to cigars, when a person goes to the store, or even when a person goes out looking for their special cigars, most of the time with cigars, many people, I'm going to say the rookies, they usually get it, and they try to smell it, they try to, squeeze it. They always do this. The rookies do this. Now, it's not a thing to do because it's not really going to give you all the flavors that you would get in a cigar. Okay, I'm going to tell you this right now. When you go to the store and you're trying to get a cigar for your own self, you're not going to be able to enjoy or really understand the cigar till you smoke it and get home. So I'm telling you guys this, everybody, it doesn't matter who it is, every one of you have a certain addiction, and that addiction just builds and builds and builds, and it makes you feel good. I'm all about whiskeys. I love showing you guys the best whiskeys. Now, can I drink whiskey every day? Of course, I absolutely can. I have so many bottles I could drink them every day, but I'm not an alcoholic, and I don't want to tell you guys to be, all of a sudden just whiskey drinkers. If you're not into whiskey, stay away from it. But I tell you, it's my favorite spirit out there. This is why I'm the Whiskey Reaper, and it's just amazing. Everything they do on a bottle is just fantastic, and just a beautiful bottle and presentation just gets me to buying the bottle. So when it comes to cigars, ladies and gentlemen, you enjoy them by how you buy them, and then after that you get the notes out of them. Some of them are stronger than others, and you learn about your own cigars, what kind of taste your palate is gonna like. Just like whiskey, there's certain whiskeys that many people don't like, and you know what, it comes to your personality too. Some people do not wear V-cut shirts. It's just what it is. Some people don't wear certain perfumes. Okay, but all of this is something to relax you. So when I smoke a cigar, I enjoy myself. I enjoy myself for the moment. I know that my own cigar that I have in my hand is to my liking. It is to my taste. It is basically to completely put everything into a summary. Whatever you do out there, it doesn't matter if you buy a fragrance, if you buy a watch. You see my watch, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't matter if you buy a watch. Whatever you do, it is to help your energy. It is to help you completely relax. And you know what they say? Many people out there say, money doesn't buy happiness, but ladies and gentlemen, you are shopping at the wrong fucking store. If you don't know this by now, okay, you should just completely forget about anything. I'm talking about everything. Just rewind it, okay? Rewind it. When you have money, okay, you could be, let's just put it this way. You could be the saddest person in the world. If you have money, you could be the angriest person in the world. Money is not going to change you at the moment, but money can help you relieve that. Now, it could help you buy certain material things to make you happy. Just like I buy whiskey because I just love it. Just like I have, bought fragrances because I love it. Money does help out a lot. Now, they do say that many people with money, are down and everything. Most of the times, they are shopping at the wrong store. When I say this is because they are not using their money wisely. Sometimes they are going for the wrong things. Sometimes they shouldn't even be buying anything. They can buy themselves stuff that are free. Now, there's a lot of stuff in this world right now that are free. just being here, you guys. You see, this is free, and this is a hangout spot. I just went off the loop. I went off the loop trying to talk about, cigars and stuff. But I want you guys to know, yes, I do have the link on here. I did post up the link here. You can come on here whenever you want, and I want you guys to know, super chats do help out. It does help out when I see a super chat. It makes me realize that you guys are all into the subject that I'm talking about. But yeah, I want all of you to know that today I want to relax. I want you guys to be here. I'm going to try to leave this stream on the longest possible that I can for all of you, and whoever wants to jump on, I don't care who it is, you're welcome to jump on. I am not going to interview you, okay? I am not going to interview you. We're going to be here like friends. We're going to be here like acquaintances. We're all going to be here together, and I don't mind who comes on here. I don't block nobody, okay? So I just want you guys to know this. And also, another thing too. If you do buy your own cigar eventually, remember, not every cigar you're going to like, because it's not going to be your taste. I have my own taste in cigars. I have my own taste in women. I have my own taste in friends I want to be around. It's just everybody's different. You all have to understand this. And ladies and gentlemen, we are getting blown away right now. Fuck sakes. Miami Dolphins are getting hammered right now. It's 14-0. This is something that I gotta say, tomatoes all the way, baby. Tomatoes to the Miami Dolphins. I love to see the tomatoes. Look, this is Tomatoville right now, okay? This is Tomatoville right now. Why are you doing this to me right now on a Sunday church day? Miami Dolphins are supposed to be winning. What is going on? Holy shit. And I went off a tangent there. I got a super chat in the house, baby. Money burner. I will be. Oh, man, I love it when I see super chats, baby, because you know what? It's appreciation. I didn't even know he was there. I didn't even know that Money Burner was listening to me go off the tangent. And I appreciate you, Money Burner, because you know what? The only thing I usually notice are the light brown, light orange comments and the blue ones. Then it stops me. It completely stops me in my tracks. Let's see what he says over here. Money Burner with the $2.79. He goes, respect the soul tie. Hashtag Cuddles Crew. You know what? You see, that's amazing right there. Now, many people would hate it when somebody else goes on another stream and talks about a different channel. I don't care because, I see you guys all reunited here, and that to me, it is beautiful. And you know what? Yeah, shout outs to him because I know that he told me he's going to be in Delray, and, shout outs to Cuddles, because I need you guys to know this. If you have family, stick close to them. They're not going to be here for the rest of their lives. Families are here for a short amount of time. Mind you, not everybody lives 200 years old like some people do. Some people don't even make it to 60s. Some people don't even make it to 50s. And some people, like me, I mean, you just dodge death all the time. I've been dodging death most of my life. And you know what? I think there was one scenario that I don't know how I made it through. There was one scenario when I was a kid. I was told that, this went out. I was told that I drowned in the water when I was a little baby. And you know what? When I heard this, I said, man, oh man. You know what? It made me more of a competitor when I knew this. And I kind of knew the idea that as a young guy, when I was a little kid, I'm talking about a little baby boy, I remember the scenario. And you guys might think this is a joke, but it's not a joke. When I was a kid, I remember that I was at the pool one day. Now, the pool, we're not talking about like a swimming pool, like I'm going in the pool and shit like that. No. I was, as a kid, I was in a mansion. I had mates. Okay, I had everything. You can think of anything you can think of. Okay, I had everything. Now I have somebody backstage right now. I'm going to bring him on here. Ladies and gentlemen, for all of you that don't know him, He is, okay? And we'll talk about his channel now. I'm going to bring him on here. Money Burger, thank you so much for that one. What is up, Rudy? How's it going?
What's up, Reaper? How are you, man? I figured
Pretty
I'd join
good.
you.
Pretty good. Thank you so much. What are you smoking today?
Right now, I have two, but I'm probably gonna smoke. Well, I have the 1964 anniversary.
Beautiful. Let me see for the
Pardon?
people that see this. Beautiful. Nice.
And hand rolled, nice aged tobacco.
Nice.
I
Does it
think
tell you
from
the
the-
age on there?
It does not, no. But when I went online, I think this was like 5 years. I think from Nicaragua.
Nicaragua. Okay, so it has
Yeah.
nice. Nicaragua and the Dominican Republic's fillers and cigars usually are different. Nicaragua, you can get a lot of you can get spices. You can get spices there, but most of the time, when it comes to the Dominican Republic cigars, you really get the robust hits that most cigar connoisseurs love. They love Dominican Republic cigars because it does robust. Like, it's a huge amount of just flavor. And Nicaraguan cigars are really good. They're a little bit toned down compared to Dominican Republic, and it's great to see that you have different ones there.
So this one, I think, I'm not like a professional at them, but I looked into like basic things. Like I like the I don't like a perfect circle. I like it to be kind of flat at the top and the bottom. So it's kind of like it's a nice hold.
Okay, that's box press. You're talking about
Box press.
Box press.
Okay, all right.
So what
thank you
they
for
can
that.
you show the people so that everybody knows? Okay, this is a box press. You see how it's pressed down? It's a little bit flat, ladies and gentlemen. This cigar, they press them down so that they don't have the circle shape. They call this box press.
Yeah. And then typically for a diameter of like 49, 50, which is about like a nickel.
Yes.
You know, like I don't know, like sometimes I don't mind like a thicker diameter on a cigar, but I typically more relaxed with this like that, or
Yeah.
like this one. I think this one is a little bit bigger. This is a Pardon 2000 Natural.
Nice. Show them all the cigar. Let me see this one. Hey, that's a round one, not box press, right? There we go.
Yeah,
There
this
we
is
go.
a box press as well, but
Okay.
hold on, let me get it out the wrapper.
While you do that, I gotta say there's a super chat over here that we have from Aram. He sends us $2 super chat. He says Freddy Krueger has nightmares of the Reaper, and you know what? That's beautiful. I don't know how you come up with these things, Aram. Just amazing, just amazing. Let me see, Rudy. So this one here that you're okay, perfect. Yes.
So yeah, so that's a box. Oops.
Yes.
So that's a box press, so you could see the top and the bottom
Yes.
a little flattened.
Yeah, show them the end of the cigar so that they have an idea how it would look like. You see this, ladies and gentlemen, the end of the cigar, that is what you call a box press. They press it down so it has like a little bit of a figure on it and it's not completely circled. And Rudy is all about, you know, how he feels. It's just your preference, right? Your preference is to get the smaller cigars. And I know many older men, they like shorter cigars. They like thicker cigars. It all depends on what you like. And it's great that you really showing the people that this is what you like. You like box press. You know, I need to tell you something, Rudy. Also, box pressed also gives you more flavor. For some reason, since it's boxed up together, all the fillers and everything just gets boxed up. You get a lot more flavor than if it was a regular rounded cigar. I just want to let you know that I want to let you know, just in case you didn't know, box press will always give you a lot more flavor. This is why the higher end companies always have their box press specials.
Okay. Yeah, I notice when I go to JR Cigar, like I'm gonna have to just order a box because in New York State the taxes are pretty much 75% on tobacco.
Holy shit. That's
Yeah.
insane. Wow.
Yeah, you live in a normal state.
Man, that is insane. Texas also does taxes on everything. Usually taxes is going to be for whiskey too. So that's in Texas. And Florida, none of that bullshit. It's only just certain states that have that tax.
Yeah,
But it's just great. It's great to see that you have a whole line of cigars there that you picked out yourself at the store.
yeah, yeah. I call it the the. Oh, I guess I shouldn't really say that on stream, so I won't.
You could say whatever you want. Here is uncensored. You could say whatever you want.
Well, I guess you could say it's the harm yourself tax. You want to smoke tobacco? Well, we're gonna tax the crap out of you for it, basically.
Yeah, they do that in different states. I've noticed that. And also, the future in California is going to be forget about the American cars that are full of, gasoline. They're going to go through electric. And this is what's going to happen in one state and all the other states that are going to follow. It's just going to happen, Rudy. I need to know that eventually I think we're going to be in the future with kids, that the kids are not going to know that our cars were used to be filled with gasoline. I don't think the kids in the future are ever going to know this. I think the future is all going to be about robots. I think that if me and you decide to lose our diets in the future and say, fuck this, I can't be spending money on our kids. I can't give them veggies and everything. Let's go to McDonald's. If we go to McDonald's because we don't have the money at the time or whatever, because McDonald's is fast. I'll tell you everybody right now, McDonald's is horrible. It's not good food, but you know what? It is fast and it is quick. So this is why people get used to this. So in the future, I think, Rudy, our McDonald's or whatever fast food is gonna have probably robot computers that we're gonna be paying from and a lot of cameras. What do you think? Do you think that's gonna happen too?
Well, I mean, at this point, that's what's happening when I go into. Well, I don't really go into McDonald's a lot lately, but I'll
Yeah.
typically, I don't know, I'll get like a coffee or whatever. But they have the kiosks where you're taking an order with the computer, with a screen. You don't even speak to anyone anymore.
Yes, yes. Taco Bell has that too, ladies and gentlemen. You just show up, you do the kiosk, and then it does it. But I think the future is going to be completely different. Like we think right now, we have an idea, but I think drive-throughs in the future, I think it's going to be kiosks, and then when you go to the window, it's just going to give you your order. I think it's going to be like that because if Elon Musk just released his own robot recently, I think this man has done a lot for our world globally. Just the cars themselves, just the hype, those social media. I don't want to interview you. I want you to be relaxed. But you know what? We're here talking. I think Elon Musk is going to be, somebody in the future that can change a lot of things. Social media right now is getting changed up a lot, right?
Yeah. Well, you see how everyone's getting canceled is running over to Rumble. So if YouTube keeps it up, like they're gonna make Rumble big because of that. But Rumble needs to freaking fix the layout. They need to just copy YouTube's layout. It's just really, really like annoying when you go on there.
Now, I have somebody backstage. I'm going to bring him on here, and he's awesome to every community. I don't think if you could put him on the fucking QVC community, I think he'd do great. Money Burner, hello, hello. How's it
Hello.
going?
Just wanted to join the cigar stream as. Oh, sorry. Did you guys? I don't mean to flex. I'm sorry. Sorry. I don't mean to flex my brands. Sorry about that.
Wait, let me see the brand. Holy shit.
I didn't. Sorry about that, guys. I just.
That's a Yeezy. That's a Yeezy
Listen.
special, huh?
As you guys know, I'm a big fan of cigars. I'm gonna put my vape away. I'm just gonna step outside to light this one. This one is really a special one. Rudy put me on. This one is a. I don't know if you guys can see the brand, but it's a Cohiba. They're illegal in the States, but it's a special edition. It's actually also a 1955 Pardon. I think it was hand rolled by Castro himself. But this one is actually it's limited edition, so it's also a Davidoff. And I just thought I'd share it with you, broke bitches.
It's funny that you did that toilet paper and you used the best toilet paper for that. How's your day? How's your day going?
It's good, man. It's rolled a little tight, but
Super tight, man.
That's what she said.
Super tight. That was a good. I was about to say straight dookie, but I don't want you to feel bad because that was awesome. That intro here was awesome. So how you guys doing, and how has been this week on the fragrance community and whatever community you guys watch?
been good. It's just been great. I'm just glad to see Rudy is taking a load off his forehead. I know he puts a lot of strain with the
That's what
eyebrows.
that has for.
Yeah, the hat pushes it back down, brings it back down to equilibrium.
That's right.
I'm just glad that he was able to take Sunday and rest.
That's right.
Rudy, I see you torching your cigar, toasting it up. Are you using a torch?
Yeah.
Yes, and I recommend you, Money Burner, to get a torch for that toilet rolled cigar. It's really good to use torches.
It's a 1955 Pardon, actually. Cohiba
Mm,
Special Edition David Og.
beautiful. Yeah. Bro, this is, I mean, this is pretty damn good, and also can hold the cigar. And it has a punch for the cigar.
Man, that is beautiful, 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 because I have the longer version of that. For all of
You
you that
do.
don't know, yes, all of you, I want to teach you guys a little bit of something, okay? When it comes to your lighters, if you go online and you see a lighter that he's showing, they're usually smaller. They're very, very small. But there's also, what I'm going to tell you this, Rudy. Did you hate the fact that that runs out of lighter fluid?
Honestly, this is actually pretty good. Because, I mean, you saw how quickly I lit the cigar.
Yes.
Um, I probably, so, and it turns red too. So you can kind of tell when it's time to refill it.
Yes.
And honestly, I could probably light maybe 15 cigars before I have to fill this up again.
Damn, my man, that's a lot of cigars. Holy shit, with that little thing. Wow, that's
Yeah, but
insane.
that's if you light it quick. It should
Yeah.
be like like this is pretty powerful. It's 3 torches, so it got it lit very
Okay,
quickly.
then we might have the same size cigar lighter. I have a big one here, but
Oh,
mind
big
you,
boy.
yeah, this might be a bigger one. So the reason why I stepped it up because he's showing you a smaller one, and I do smoke a cigar a day sometimes. So when it comes to these things, if I have to relight them or use them on the barbecue, I can't stand relighting them, putting back the gas in here. So what I have here is a bigger one. This is for all you boys out there that are just so sick and tired of refueling. You get yourself the bigger one. Yes, it's a 4 torch. And it does have everything yours does. Also, you can punch out the cigar right here, just like yours. All it is just
Hmm.
a lot bigger, and you have a little knife on the side. So yeah, I recommend all of you to get whatever size you want. I have all the sizes, but I tend to have this now because I don't like to refuel my shit too much. It just gets annoying over time.
This
But
thing was fucking $13. I don't know how the hell, like, how do you compete with China? Like $13 to
it
they made
is.
this, sold it.
When you smoke, you guys are making fun of smoke cigars. Like, what do you feel? Is it just the taste? You get a bit of a buzz? I used to be a heavy cigarette smoker. What do you feel when you?
I'll let Rudy answer this one if you want to. If not, I could answer because were you here, Rudy, when I spoke about how I enjoy my cigars, like people enjoy going on the mountain bike trails?
It's just relaxing, right? I mean, you can go deeper into it and talk about, oh, it tastes smoky and woody or nutty or whatever, but I just relax, and I know it has nicotine. You get very little of it, but like I don't. Sometimes I can go a week or two without smoking a cigar, and then sometimes I'll smoke 3 days in a row. It's just to relax, and yeah, that's it. That's for me personally. I just relax.
Yes. Also, before you say anything, I do have somebody there watching. I saw RXL's there, and you know what? I don't give a damn what anybody says about RXL or anybody. Remember, everybody's different on camera. Everybody's different. So I'm just going to let you know, RXL, you're welcome here whenever you want, okay? I know you're a man, and you do say certain things, and I'm here to tell everybody I do not discriminate. Whoever is out there that talks about anything or even speaks about certain people, I don't care. As long as you're not racist, then I think that's okay. So if you guys are okay, and if he does come on here, I'll let him come on here. I don't care.
RXL is the best, man. I like RXL. He's a sick stream guest.
Yeah, so he's welcome to come on here. Don't be shy, my man. But yeah, Rudy, you said it perfectly. It's something that you really enjoy it. Everybody has a different way to enjoy it. And Money Burner, I have to tell you, okay, what is that sound I hear? You hear that? The fuck was that? Was that like you got a vibrator over there, money burner?
And
Is your chihuahua okay?
Chico. Come here.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have to see this stuffed animal that I saw yesterday. He was all about his dog, and I had told him it was a stuffed animal because it looks like a stuffed animal. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Look, he's picking it up. Look at this little stuffed animal. Holy shoot. Can you believe this, ladies and gentlemen? This is a real dog. It is a real, look at this dog. This is a real dog. He has little teeth, huh? Look at him. Little stuffed animal. Look at him. Cute. What's his name?
Chico.
Nico.
I thought you call him dog.
I call him dog, but his name is Chico.
Jesus, yesterday this guy almost killed his dog. I saw him tripping on the camera. I think I was the only one that noticed, and I started laughing. It was hilarious.
I stepped on his little foot, but it was just the corner of my boot.
You almost took off his foot, and that little animal, he's really delicate. I can't have a big, small dog like that. That's one I can't have. That's me, that's me.
That's
Rudy,
the dangerous part about a small dog.
Yeah. Rudy, do you have any dogs?
Yeah.
Big dog, right?
No, it's like a medium
So like
size.
what, 40 pounds?
Well, I had one 100 pounds.
That eats a lot.
and
That eats a
now-
lot. Fuck.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
lot.
And then the other one, I think, shit, I don't remember, but it's like medium size. At one point, I had a small dog, not like that, a pug, but bigger than that.
Okay, so like 20, 30 pounds. Those are
Yeah.
Those can defend you. Those can defend you. They can bite ankles and they can defend you a good amount of way, But I had the chance to get a shepherd because I wanted a shepherd myself. And obviously I wanted a dog that's going to be able to take a hit, So I have a 70-pound dog, and he is, man, he's a demon. He's a demon dog. You know the demon hounds? Well, he's one of them. And he basically, UPS guys, he attacks the door. A male guy attacks the door. He protects me, So it's good to have people out there that have pets and that enjoy them. And I'm going to say this right now for me and you and all of us talking here. You know what? I think it goes to say that whatever you buy, an animal is an animal that you buy for yourself. When it comes to material things like whiskey and cigars, those things make you feel good. So when you're asking Money Burner, how do I feel when I smoke my cigar? Man, I feel like I'm fucking riding a Rolls Royce with white interior, okay? And I have a beautiful, beautiful woman next to me. And not only that, Money Burner, I feel like I can go to any restaurant and just cut the lines. That's how I feel when I smoke a cigar, if that makes any sense. Does that make sense?
So you basically feel
I feel like what?
like Rudy.
Broke up.
Wait, repeat that.
I said you basically feel like Rudy on a day-to-day basis.
I don't think so. I think I just feel amazing. I feel great. I feel like just relaxed, that I can do anything. It just makes me feel like you just got I don't know if there's anything I compare it to, Money Burner, because you've only showed us so much of you. And I do know you love your fragrances. And you do love your office. And you do love your Rolex. So that's all I can say, that I know more about you. So it's kind of like getting a Rolex, the best Rolex you can find, a Daytona, and you're really enjoying the Daytona. Every day you're looking at it. And this is what it is when it comes to a cigar. When I look at this, I look at the leaf, I look at how it's burning, and to be honest, it coats my mouth and it's beautiful. So that's my perspective on that. And I'm not trying to push you onto cigars, Money Burner, but I do know that you are a man that likes certain things,
I gotta check it out. There's so many cigar shops. Gotta go buy.
Yeah, there's plenty.
Now,
You
I
sent
do
it
have
today.
somebody from the watch community. Holy shit, that is huge. That is
200
huge.
ml.
That is huge. I see somebody from the watch community. Hey, thank you for stopping by. He has really, if you guys don't know him, he has the whole line of Rolexes that I've ever seen. He has the Pepsi, the root beer. He has the Hulk. He has every one that I've ever seen in my life. This man right now that's in the chats, he's awesome. You're welcome to jump on and show these boys your watches if you want to. He has all the Rolexes that you can think of. And I know you like Rolexes, right, Moneyburner?
You know what? You know which Rolex I love the most? It's I think one of the cheaper ones, too, Submariner. I think that's just like the prettiest one. Just a simple black face, stainless steel bracelet.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Yes, he has all of them. He has all the, you know how they have different color bezels and everything?
Yeah.
Well, he has all of them, literally. And his kid's awesome. I heard a story that he told because his kid was on camera with me on the panel one time over there in the watch community. And his kid had, I think it was like a $20,000 watch that he had on, and he went to school with it. And then I believe there was another watch that he had, $14,000 watch, and he lost it at school. So this kid, we're talking about, I think you talked about kids yesterday, right, Moneyburner, that you whooped some kid's ass because he was annoying, remember? I thought it was funny because some kids, they have to get a little bit of a cup check. And it was great to see that he was talking. He let his kid talk. And his kid said, I'm never bringing a watch to school again. He learned his lesson. And I thought that was the best thing about that whole stream, because you have a kid talking to adults. And he's basically saying, I'll never bring a $14,000 watch to school. And I thought it was amazing.
So this is one that I really like. I love the Roman numerals on the Rolex face,
Yes.
like that one. The green Roman numerals, like, I don't know, it's just like a classy little touch. And
And
then
that dial. Show me the dial again, because that dial's so nice. Jesus Lord, that is a nice
and
dial.
then I guess the Jubilee, that's the Jubilee
Yes, beautiful.
bracelet. And then like
Darn.
and like the green, even the green is a nice touch. Like that's like almost like old money kind of look, that dark green.
Yeah.
Damn, nice. Nice. Oh, he did correct me. He did correct me here. Maybe I was listening to something. He says no, it was a Tag Heuer, the $200 Tag Heuer. He says, shit, Reaper, I don't have all of them. I have a few, and I have some Omegas too. You know what? He doesn't like to toot his horn, but I do like to toot his horn because he does have a lot of them. He has more than all of us. And I've seen it personally that he showed, and I think he's awesome. If you want to jump on, you're welcome to jump on. This is just a relaxing stream. I want everybody to be relaxed. So I'm going to drop down the link for anybody. It's going to be right here. Do you have any other watches in your phone that you want to show?
I mean, this is the green one, but for some reason, like the presidential is my favorite. When that bracelet that continues.
Oh,
I don't know what it's called.
Let me see.
You know how
Presidential bracelet.
The presidential bracelet.
Yeah.
like that, yeah, like that's, and like I like it because you know how I don't know what it's called, but the design continues,
Yes.
and it has a little Rolex logo, so it looks
Yes.
like it blends in kind of,
Yeah.
Yes.
rather than like that clasp
Yeah.
that some of them have.
Yeah.
Like I just love that.
But
And also,
Date just too doesn't have to be a date. You can actually order that bracelet for.
yes. Every Rolex has an option to get different bracelets. Like my Jubilee, not my Jubilee, yeah, my Jubilee bracelet. I ended up getting it because I said, you know what? People were talking about how the Jubilee bracelet, like it expands and it starts getting slinky, you know? And I didn't believe it. I was like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm not going to listen to what they say because I'm not going to wear it every day. I'm going to wear it when I can. So I bought it with the Jubilee bracelet, and I thought it was great. And it hasn't got slinky on me. It hasn't got, like, loose. You know how it's supposed to get loose? You have a Date Just too, right, Moneyburner?
Yeah, but I wear it 7 days a week. I wear it everywhere. I wear what I'm. Also, you're supposed to send it in to get it maintained.
Moneyburner, your phone, it's cutting
Breaking up
off
a
your
little bit.
volume. Yeah, your volume's cutting off.
Yeah, this is what happens on my phone. Well, I'm gonna say bye because if not, every time I come back, like
No, you could come back if you want. Just check your Wi-Fi. We're gonna be here chilling, just chilling.
I'll talk to you guys in a
Come back.
Okay, all right. But yeah, the Jubilee bracelet, which he was referring to, he uses it every day. I can't wear it every day. I have other watches. You have other watches too, right? It doesn't mean that you have to just have, one watch that you wear every day, right?
Yeah. So, like, I'm not a big watch person. Like, I have this problem where, like, when I get into something or I want something, I usually want the best of it, and like I don't really dabble on the lower end. Like, I don't know. I'm the type of person that just likes to go big or go home, or I just don't get it.
I get what you
Um,
mean, but what if there's? I'm gonna give you a good example. What if there's a watch that's like my watch right now? And the reason why I bought this watch a long time ago is because at the time I like to go underwater, and I used to like to go diving for lobsters. So this watch, if you see here, it's a beautiful. It's a cheapie, and it's no big deal. It's nice. It has a nice bezel, orange bezel, and I'm wearing it today because of the Dolphins. But I paid, I think it was close to under $500. I think at the time it was 400 and something. I forgot what it was. But this over here, like I can use this every day if I want to. I have other watches. And then some watches that I have right now, one of them is like $1,000 and the other one's like 900. I could wear those whenever I want. So if I have a large amount of watches, like shoes, I don't wear the same shoes every day. Sometimes I switch them. So I think, but that's my personal opinion. I think if you have a good amount of cheapies that you have, like maybe a Seiko or a Citizen or even, Movado, whatever it is that you guys want to buy, I think you should buy it because at the end of the day, it's something that you have on your wrist. Some people can't afford
yeah.
a $10,000 Rolex, and some people just rather just pay maybe under $1,000. So, I'm not here to motivate you to buy a new watch, but I get it. I get it. You only want to get the best ones, and I guess you're a guy that doesn't like to choose and pick too many, right?
Well, the thing is, like, I don't like. I'm not really a watch person, but I appreciate the craftsmanship and like I like it. It's more like I feel like it's if you buy a presidential, it's more of like you earned it, right? You did something to be able to buy that fragrance. I mean that fragrance, that watch. And
Yes.
like I don't wear them all the time, and so that's why if the one time I do wear a watch, I want it to be nice, right? And like the other thing is, I live in New York, so I think you're pretty much a target if you walk around with $40,000 on your wrist.
Now that's a
You
new
know,
thing. That's a new thing because before it wasn't really like that. I think it sparked up ever since the whole 2020 thing.
yeah, it's definitely it's gotten more dangerous, right? And so you have to pick and choose when you're wearing it, right? If you're walking by yourself, it's very tempting for someone to just be like, "Oh, I can come up on $40,000 like this," you know.
Yeah, definitely. AM, I see you, AM. By the way, Rudy, have you ever met AM before?
I've never been on stream with him, but I am familiar with him. Hello, AM.
Hey, what's going on, really?
How's
So
it
no.
going?
Long ashes.
how did you like the Dolphins losing?
Me?
Yeah, AM.
Yeah, I said I don't watch football anymore. I used to be a huge Dolphin fans in the '80s,
Yeah.
when they had Marino, Mark Clayton, Mark Duper, Brian Cox. But yeah, I don't follow football that much anymore.
Those seasons pissed me off all the time. I would go to the games when Dan Marino was playing, and every game I would think, oh my God, we're going to win, because we have the best quarterback. And he always would fucking do something, or like a receiver would always miss the fucking ball. Something would always happen that we would never, ever get to the Super Bowl and really win a championship under Dan Marino. Did that ever piss you off? Because that pissed me off.
Oh yeah, I was a huge Marino fan. See, I lived in Tampa at the time, and Tampa at the time had the worst team in professional franchise history, all sports. We used to call them the Succaneers. So living in Florida, my only other team was Miami. So yeah, it was frustrating.
The sucking ears. What the fuck, man? That's crazy.
Hey, I have a question. I'm not a huge watch guy, but my brother has one of these, and I never hear the watch community talking about these, like IWC.
Oh, IWC. That's a great watch.
I know
But
they
let me
don't
see.
get they don't get the hype in the watch community. I know they're pretty expensive. I'm not sure if they don't have good movements or
They have
But
one of the best movements, and I've only learned this because of Tim Wright and all the boys. They've always told me that IWC has one of the best movements in the market right now. And obviously, Omega. I learned to say, because I usually say Omega. I learned to say Omega. That's how they say it. But they say that Omega is the best to keep time. Forget about the Rolex. Forget about the RMs. Forget about any other watch. They've always told me that Omegas are the best to have if you're really into taking time. But the IWC is really, really good. I can't go into detail about it, but I do know that it's one of the best out there.
I know the British pronounce it Omega. That's how they pronounce it in the watch community, Omega.
Yeah, they pronounce it like that. You see, we have a watch guy over here. He says, dope watch. This is Bezel. It's amazing to see that the watch community, it's amazing to see the watch community just comes together. And today's supposed to be a relaxed stream. So you guys, whatever topic you guys want to talk about, I'm all free for it.
I don't know. I guess let me ask you a question. I'm a little late to the stream. What's your preferential cut, Randy? Rudy, is it just a scissor, a punch hole?
So I used to do like the straight cut.
Yeah.
But then like a lot of the hand rolled cigars are on the I've realized are on the looser end, and so I don't like a completely strong pull, and it burns quicker. So I've started to do a hole punch.
Okay. Yeah, I do a wedge cut. Kind of like
Wedge.
a triangle shape.
Yeah.
I've seen some people do it that way and then do it horizontal, and they call it a rose cut. I don't know if you've seen that before.
Yeah, so like I have these like little scissors, like really, really sharp, and sometimes I'll just make like the smallest little hole when I smoke. But like it's all right. I don't really like, and it's easier because the cigar, like I don't have to carry another thing on me. The cigar has the hole punch on it.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
The lighter has the hole punch on it, so I can just carry this in the cigar, and that's it.
That's a nice torch.
It's it's very convenient. It's like it's really nice. Can't see the flame, but yeah.
That's nice. Yeah, because if you smoke outdoors, which most people do, you try to do it with a stick, it just blows out. Or even sometimes a regular match, it blows out. So those torches are worth it.
Sometimes I like the matches because it's just like old school. It's just something about it, right? You just like you have this, you pull it out, but you get that match smell taste in the beginning. It's like I don't really.
Yeah, if there's no wind, that's my preferred method. Just a nice wooden stick and just slowly just rolling it and lighting it up.
Yeah.
How about you, Reaper? You got a torch or?
You guys were talking about this, and it depends on my feeling. Sometimes I want to use a torch, sometimes I don't. I think you guys saw me just now just using the match. But I do have, since you were talking about how you cut it, you understand that, like, I go through the process of really understanding a consumer, and I'm a consumer myself. So if I'm making something, I have to make sure that everything's perfect. So listen to this. It took me a while to figure this out. And I'm like, you know what better way to make the new cigar of mine be just perfect? And what better way to be as perfect than to have this on my cigar, okay? So many of you know that sometimes you see this. You see the top? There's a little thing on it. You see it on the top? Well, twister. You just twist it off and you're good. This is my new cigar, and for the people out there that don't have any cutters, all you have to do is just twist it off on the top, and you have a little hole, and it's good enough to get your draw. So I made sure that my new cigar, which is this one over here, had that, because there's a lot of people that are new, and they want to have a cigar, they want to have one of my cigars. So they don't want to buy a fucking cutter. And the cutter, $5 is, for many people, $5 is like $10 right now. So for them to not buy a cutter and to buy just this over here and be able to twist that off, and you're going to get the perfect pull, I think is great. So this is how I designed this one. And I hope
you can bite that one off too, right? Just chew it off?
Yeah, you could bite this one off, but usually if you do bite it off, you can pull the whole cap. So I wouldn't suggest it. If you just look at it and you just twist it, you could do it enough. Because if you twist it too much, you're going to get a bigger opening. So yeah, you could bite it off. You could do whatever you want. But yeah, this is the new cigar of mine, and hopefully I could be able to send you guys it eventually.
Nice.
Yeah, I see a lot of people make a mistake where they cut too much of the cigar off with the straight cut.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah,
Many
you're supposed
people,
to
the
cut
new
it
people.
behind that. There's a line that you're supposed to cut it behind, otherwise the whole cigar will unravel.
Yeah, like typically, like the way like this is like a standard one, but I'll literally put it down on the table, flat on the table, and then the cigar down and cut it. So it's like the thinnest layer. It cuts off the perfect amount. Because sometimes I see people like will take off like a decent amount off of the cigar.
Yes. Can you show everybody your cutter so that everybody knows the difference? I think I have another cutter here. Let me see. Yeah.
This
Let me
is this is just a standard little
Yes.
cheap that
This
they
is
kind of give to you at a store sometimes if you buy enough
yes.
cigars from them.
Yes, this is a regular one, plastic, and then you get the obviously the cut in there. So this would be the
Yeah.
regular one that he has, and then you will get one like this that would be different. This is going to last you a little bit of time, a little more time, and you do get a sharper cut. And it just depends on how you feel. You know, some people want to feel different. And actually, this comes in the Zaharoff travel case because I had the Zaharoff travel case. So I could put 3 cigars in here.
Can you zoom
And,
that in?
beautiful.
Let me see. That looks pretty nice.
That's
yeah, it
beautiful.
does look really nice, right? Yeah, let me show you guys. So this right here is a Zaharoff travel case. It comes with the cutter, okay, and this is the case. It kind of reminds me of a Coach case, but it's just his design, and it's awesome. You can have
That's
3
nice.
cigars in there.
Stylish.
It's stylish, it's sleek. You have your cutter up here that you put in here, and then inside is pure leather. You just open it. And I usually use this when I'm going somewhere like up north. I take that with me. Do you have any travel cases, Rudy?
I don't, man. I haven't gotten to that level. I'm still the bags that they give you at the cigar place.
Yes. When you have a
Is
lot
what I
of
carry them in.
yeah, and it's good. Can you tell the people where you store that if you don't have a humidor?
So I use
Yeah, those plastic ones are nice because you can put a little moisturizing pack. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
There you
look
go.
at that. That is it.
And so
69
this
is
is-
really good.
so this is it's still going. I mean, I've had this for months and it's still going. Like you can tell sometimes. Well, you know when this runs out because it gets like it solidifies kind of. It's
Yeah, it
really
gets
hard,
Yeah, it gets really
Yeah.
hard.
and that's when you got to replace it.
So one of those
Still
is that's a big boy. Can you show the people again so that I explain it a little bit more? So this one is a big boy, ladies and gentlemen. You see this? This is a big boy. This could handle up to 25 cigars. So if you have a big boy like this, I think it's $5 that you pay, I think, at the stores, or $6. 69% is perfect, and there's one that says 72%. They're both as good, depending on where you're at. If I'm in the high heat, like in Miami, I use a 69%. If you're in the cold weather, you can boost it up to the 72%. There's different ones. But that's a big one. That'll handle up to 25 cigars. I would say up to 20 cigars because you know what? You have to go by the size of the cigar too. So I definitely recommend all of you to get this if you have a large amount of cigars. Now, Rudy doesn't have to go to the trouble of buying a big one, but he does. You know, you could buy the small one, Rudy, for your 6 or 7 cigars in the back, just so you know, because it'll save you money too. It'll save you like $4, and you know, $4 is like $10 to me. I think if I spend $6 at the store, it's like $10. I'm like, fuck sakes, you know, $7 is $10, $5 is $10 to me. So I know that's how I see money.
Yeah, well,
think-
no, I was just gonna say that the store owners pretty much just give me like these like the cutters and this for free because I'm purchasing from them all the time, and so yeah. But yeah, that's a good point.
That's amazing. AM, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, so for people in the chat that don't know, that's like a moisturizer pack to keep your cigars moist. You have to keep your cigars at a certain humidity level, 69% humidity, 7% humidity. Otherwise, they'll dry up and then they'll fall apart and just won't taste good. And if you oversaturate them, if they get too humid, then it gets really soggy and it's hard to smoke. So that makes all the difference in the world. You really have to keep your cigar. You just can't get a cigar and put it in your cabinet. It's going to go bad quick.
Definitely.
right.
And if any of you are getting into cigars, remember, this is not a toy. This is a real leaf. Okay, this is not a fake leaf. This is not like a paper. No, this is a real tobacco leaf. So they wrap it with fillers and they wrap it with a binder and a cover on here. So you're gonna get a real leaf. So you want to make sure that it stays away from a lot of humidity. And for any of you that don't know what that is, it's like water. If you get this close to water, all of the leaves are going to absorb the water and it's going to get really, really moist because the leaf is absorbing any water you have in the area. And I recommend all of you, there's certain preferences that people like. Rudy, do you like your cigars a little bit mushy or do you like them hard? How do you like your cigars? Because there's a different preference of everybody. And I'll tell you mine after.
I like it just right, like right in the middle. Not too dry, not too moist. Like this one is like perfect. It's not breaking apart or anything. It's not chipping the leaf or anything. And granted, I usually don't hold on to my cigars that long. So I'll go buy them. I'll have them for a week or two, and then I'll buy more.
Amazing. That's a good. I love how you guys just say whatever it is the fuck is in your head. It's just amazing. AM, is there a way that you like your cigars? Do you like them hard? Do you like them how they are? Or you don't give a damn?
No, I try to keep mine. I keep up my humidity. I try to keep around 70, 69, 68 humidity. And in fact, I have a cigar. Are you familiar with Cigar Aficionado?
Yes.
The magazine?
Yes.
Well, there's a cigar that they gave. I saw it a couple of years ago. They gave 100 rating, and they don't give 100 rating to anything. I mean, they're really, if you have an 88 or above rating in Cigar Aficionado, you got a good cigar. Well, this is a cigar I picked up in the 90s, 1996 actually, and it got 100 rating. It's a Churchill Romeo Julieta from Cuba, and I have one left. I've been really dragging that one out, and I still have it in my humidor. And
holy shit!
It's taking some damage, but you can still smoke it. So I like to keep it nice and perfect if I can.
Yeah. If any of you don't know what that is, a Churchill is something close to 7 inches. It's pretty long, and it's a lighter color leaf. It's a lighter colored leaf, and it's really, really nice. And he basically it's really, really made over there in Cuba. And they don't allow many of these here. It's illegal to bring most of them here. I mean, you could do it. There's a certain way to bring them out over here. But it's illegal to sell Cuban cigars here in Miami. Now, the rollers in Miami, most of the time, they're Cuban. And they do have their own spots and stuff like that. And there's just nothing compared to the leaves that would be in Cuba. Cuba they have a lot of beautiful tobacco leaves that are basically there's workers that are just waking up to nurture some of the leaves, the baby leaves. There are real people out there right now. As we're speaking right now, there's actually people over there in the fields prepping them, and there's babies. It's beautiful. I wanted to do a segment just on cigars for everybody to see. I might do that maybe next week. I have a film that I want to show everybody, and I'll be able to watch it with everybody. I might do that next week. It's about Cuban cigars and how the people actually they do a lot of things on the plant. Just the plant itself, it's nothing like most people here. They if they do illegal marijuana, they do almost the same thing. They nurture it, and they do the same thing over there in Cuba. They really nurture the seed to the old plant when it gets huge, and then they tell you how the leaf is. So I want everybody to see that next week. I'm gonna see if I could put that all together. But man, I'm trying to not be a host. I'm trying to be relaxed with you guys. My host skills just come out. I don't know why. I'm trying to just chill,
But having said that, I've smoked, and I got the cigars. My best friend has family in Cuba, so they used to go to Cuba a lot in the 90s, and so my friend and myself, we split that box of Churchills. We also got some Trinidad that used to be Castro's favorite cigars. But yes. I think, Cuban cigars, they're either really, really good or they're okay. You get Dominicans, Honduras, Nicaraguan cigars. You get the top producers there, and I think they can hang with Cuban cigars.
Yeah, definitely. Remember,
where are your cigars from?
Mine, well, this one here is Dominican. So I made sure that this one had... it was a blend, man. This one complete, let's just put it this way, complete opposite of what I was doing with the smoothest cigars. I don't know if I ever send you any because I lost track, AM. Did I ever send you any? No, right?
No. Okay. Do you have a Connecticut shade wrapper? What kind of wrapper do you have? Is it from Dominican?
Yes, this is all Dominican, and for all of you to know, it really took me a good amount of time to make this, and it's nothing that I rejected a couple of them that I was like, man, it's gonna be too strong. It's gonna be too strong. There's people out there, the old guys, that they love strong cigars. Now, when it comes to the people and the followers and everybody that watches me, I don't want them to go straight into a fucking cigar that's like, God damn, what the fuck is this? You know, because that's gonna deter the person from the cigar market. You know, and just the
You ever
fact.
smoke a cigar, hang out with your friends, and then you stand up and you're like, whoa.
As a matter of fact, that's happened to me by myself. I tried a blend that I did, and it was too much. Like it was. Let's just put it this way, Rudy. I want to tell you right now. You know the box press that you were showing me.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I made a box press one, and it had too much flavor. It had too much hit. It was too powerful, and I didn't even smoke the whole cigar. I got to the half of it, and I said, man, there's no way I'm going to be able to put this out in my line for all the other people to really enjoy it, because it was too much. It was just too strong. And, it's just, yeah, AM. I have tried a good amount of cigars, and I just couldn't, man. I couldn't put it on people that don't know about cigars, you know?
So one thing I do want to mention, you talked about the Cuban cigars. I have a friend. He always goes to Mexico, and he brings me back cigars, and he'll bring me back Cubans. And one thing you'll realize is that they make a lot of fake Cuban cigars. So, like for instance, like this label here, like this was a real Cuban. Like you can tell on the hologram here.
Yeah, the hologram and the gold should have real small holograms. Does it have it there?
Yes.
Yeah.
So this was
that's
a real one.
Yes.
So I ended up throwing out the fake one, but you can tell that this piece here was not a hologram. It
Yes.
You could tell it was a copy because
Yes.
it didn't really shine.
Yes.
So because they make a lot of fake Cohiba Cuban cigars.
And also in the cruises, you can get fake ones. But before you get rid of that label, I want everybody to know, okay, if you don't know what a hologram is, it is not the color of gold. Inside the gold, there's small little gold, silver. It's like a silver blue hologram in there, and you will see it. That's when you know that it's a pure Cuban. You see that? You see it. You see it a little bit. There's like a silver tone in the gold.
Yeah.
That is when you know that it's a real deal Cuban cigar. Now, for all my friends out there and all the followers watching, you ever go on a cruise and you get somebody that comes up to you and says, these are purely from Cuba. They're going to show you a wrapper just like this, but it's not going to have the hologram inside, the gold. That is the way to spot out the fakies, because they're not going to know, and the people that buy them are not going to know either. So, yeah, it's good that you brought that up, because there's a lot of people that have no fucking clue about anything. And, we have to wake some people up here. We have to make sure that the cup check is really there, and they really understand that, you could be fucking, you could have a Fugazi, and it would be bad. AM, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, I think the Cohibas are like the Aventus of the cigar world. They're everybody tries to clone them, so you gotta be careful. You get the real deal. Yeah. And what kind of cigars do you guys like? Like I like mine between medium to full body. I don't like them really heavy. I don't like them really light. Like, what do you guys land on that in terms of how strong you like cigars?
I'm like the Three Little Bears. I like it just right. Like
Just
right in the middle. I typically like this is a natural wrap. Maduro, I'll smoke once in a while, but I typically prefer the natural, not too light, not too strong as well.
That's good that you say that. You kind of touch on my shit too, because you know what, I it's my mood, and I have my own line, so I really only smoke my own cigars. So I made sure that they're all perfect. Sometimes I want like a little bit of coffee, and I want to make sure that I have my cigar there with the coffee. They will be smooth. You can really get the notes of the coffee, and it's not going to overpower the coffee. And then obviously this one over here, the one I made, this one here, it goes with really a lot of my strong beers that I end up getting, and it also goes with a lot of my finished whiskey. So if I have any finished whiskey, I have it with this one. And I haven't even, nobody has been able to try this yet. Literally, I just haven't been able to do pictures and everything, and I wanted to make sure that it goes with everything. But yeah, It just depends really on I guess on the feeling of the day, right?
Now, Reaper, you handcrafted your cigars to go well with whiskeys, correct?
Yes.
I saw Buffalo Trace came out with their own line of cigars. Have you tried those?
Yeah. You know what? Kudos to them for doing this, but all of that is a gimmick. And I really, you know what? You can go buy them. I showed the pictures because I want everybody to see that. You know, Buffalo Trace has their own cigars. Eagle Rare, which Eagle Rare, I think you guys know what it is. They have their own cigar too. Maker's Mark has their own cigar. And I'm going to tell you guys this, boys, okay? That is all just a gimmick.
Yeah, I've tried the Maker's Mark cigar. It's
horrible.
Fugazi, like you say.
Yeah, it's horrible. So this is the Eagle Rare bottle. So usually it has the eagle there. This one over here, they made their own cigar, and it's another one that I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be a gimmick. You're just gonna buy it because people collect these things. It's nothing that I would tell you guys to steer. You know, just forget, not buy it. You could try it if you want, but most of these companies, I already know they're distributors, and I already know where their cigars comes from. So I can't officially say here on the stream where it comes from, but I do know Maker's Mark. I do know there was another company. Another whiskey company. I think Jack Daniels had one at the time. I knew where that came from. So I kind of have an idea that, you know what? I can't go with these people. I can't go to the factories and, you know, talk to them. So I made sure that I was staying clear of that. And I want you guys to all know that there's always going to be a gimmick out there. And my cigars, if I'm smoking them, that means that I love them. And AM, if you smoke your own cigar, it's because you already, you know, you have a cigar that you like, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
I do have a $5 super chat in the house. Oh, Mantis. He's from the Watts community. If you don't know who Mantis is, I'm going to show you eventually. He'll be able to jump on whenever he can. I know I think he's probably still in Vegas right now, or he's coming back. And he's been having a good time over there in Vegas. Mantis always says, what you talking about? What you talking about? Whiskey Reaper legend. Because I do have a little bit of an accent. For some reason, I have an accent, and I don't know how to roll some certain word like mirror. It's just, I can't do it. Mantis knows me already, and he's great. He knows about watches. So eventually, he'll be able to jump on here eventually in one of these days. He goes, oh, you guys are going to hate this. You guys are going to hate this. Okay, Mantis over here with the $2 super chat. He goes, oh, shit. Mantis says, fragrances suck. This is what Mantis says. And he is from the watch community, so obviously you guys know, you know, there's a different level of what they think of fragrances, and hopefully I'll get everybody together to really understand whiskey, watches, cigars, and fragrances are all awesome, and they go along, you know. They make you feel good, right, guys? They make you feel amazing.
Well, I mean, to be fair to Mathis, if he's only tried Navitas Parfums, he may have that comment.
Holy shit! Ooh. Show that, Rudy. Look over here, Mathis. Look at this. This is the real deal. Look at this, Mathis. If you haven't tried that, Mathis, you can't officially say their fragrances suck. Look at that. Just amazing.
That costs more than a Rolex.
Holy shit, Mathis. No. I know Mathis has I think an Airping. Oh, no. He has an Explorer. So if any of you don't know what the Explorer Rolex is, there's the Explorer 1, and then there's the Explorer 2. It's usually a watch that is just clean. It's nice. He has a white dial, and it's something you could wear every day, just like Money Burner wears his Datejust every day. Mathis uses his Explorer every day. I don't have a picture of it. If not, I'll show you. But Mathis, you're welcome to come on here whenever you want. I want everybody to know this is a free stream, and I'm not here to interview nobody. I'm just here to host. I'm here to host. Mathis over here he's saying, yo, animals, I'm dead right now. Because you know what? He's been drinking a lot. And he says, joking, look, he's just playing around. Look, there we go. That's the Explorer. That's actually, let me see. Yeah, that's the Explorer. Is that the 1 or the 2?
That's can't even. One.
Okay, that's the Explorer 1. I think he has the Explorer 1, but he has a white face, which is, you know what? It's still beautiful. They're all beautiful. And do you see the strap? The strap is really nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's really, really nice. He also says here, joking, guys, joking. I have a great stream, and he was just playing around. He's all about that. But yeah, you guys have to understand the watch community. Some of them don't even know about fragrances. Some of them know just about cigars and whiskey, and I love it when I see them here and really. So Las Vegas, did you guys see any of the streams in Las Vegas in the last 48 hours?
I've
I
seen
mean, I
like
just
short.
yeah, just a little bit with Dirk on there.
Yeah, they had a lot of women attacking them. Like I'm talking about a lot of women. We had a black girl that attacked one of the guys. They had one that was supposedly a transvestite. They had another one that was blonde, trying to attack them. And boys, if you ever go to Vegas and you do wear a watch, the women are the only ones that are gonna notice you. Holy shit! Over here, fuck's sakes! I got a super chat from Anuj. Anuj. I hope I said it right. You know what, Anuj, I got to tell you this right now. The Panthers are on the roll. The Florida Panthers are doing an amazing job, Anuj. And you know what, Matthew Kukchuk, I think it is. I can never say his name right. Matthew Kukchuk, I think his name is. He has been an amazing addition to the Florida Panthers. He says over here, good Sunday afternoon, boys.
Going on, Noosh.
How have you been
up, man?
liking Anuj? Because you know what? I've seen Anuj on, I think, the Neem stream. I've seen Anuj on, I think somebody else's, I don't remember who else's stream. Is he new to the fragrance game? Because I haven't seen him before.
I think he's been around a while, but just not in the community, right?
Exactly. Yeah, he's been in the fragrance distributing fragrances for many years now. More in the vintage realm. I don't know. I think maybe since like the early '90s. I'm not sure. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, he has a lot of vintage stuff kept in pristine condition on his website from Canada.
God damn. God.
And talking
damn.
about Vegas, I mean, I saw news yesterday with that blonde hair. He would have made a lot of money in Vegas yesterday.
Wait a minute. He had blonde hair on yesterday. What stream was this?
Smelly.
Yeah.
Holy shit. He was there with blonde hair. What was his name?
I forgot now.
Blondie.
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 That's what
Jesus
they were calling
Lord.
him.
Anuj, you are the man. Anuj, you're welcome to come here on the stream. I'm trying not to host. I'm trying to be a free man here and enjoy the game while I'm with the guys. So I want you to know you're free to come on whenever you want. I have the link over here. Let me see if I put it on here. Yeah, I put the link on here somewhere. Anybody can show up and really could talk with us. I want to make sure that this is a stream that everybody's lounging and relaxed. Okay, also, I want to let you know, Rudy. I want to let you know right now. Okay, I was looking to give other people wrenches. And at this moment, I am officially going to give you a wrench. And I want you to know this. You are added to the moderator list. So you, Rudy, which your name is Time to Musk Up, I want you to be motivated every day. When you do your videos, I want you to know that right now I'm trying not to host. But, I'm preaching to you a little bit. Your videos, all you have to do is just keep on going, do videos. You don't have to do them long, do them short. Do at least a video every 3 days. If you get a whole Bible of videos out there, YouTube will put them out for people, and that's how you get subscribers.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. Thank you.
Hey, no
Hey, Rudy,
problem.
do you know Ash from Gen Cent? Do you know him personally? Have you met him or talked to him online before? Because he did
Never,
that video right after you exposed Navitas. I don't think that was a coincidence.
Yeah, I don't think I didn't really expose him. I didn't really even say anything technically. I just posted up what he said and what Big Beard Business said. At the end of the day, like I don't really have an issue with the company because they do make a product. You buy it and you receive it, so it's not like they're technically ripping anyone off. And a lot of people enjoy them, and so if you enjoy them, keep enjoying them. Like I'm not, I just would like more transparency. That's all.
That was groundbreaking, though. It got people's attention. I think didn't Dan do a live stream about it?
Yeah, he did do live stream. Although I think, like personally, like I it made it sound like I said Big Beer Business is dishonest, and I think it's more of Navitus rather than the reviewers, to be honest.
Well, that's how I took it. I took it. You're talking about now, just not the content creators. I mean, if they were
Yeah.
promised a certain, I mean,
You know, but like this is capitalism, right? Like at the end of the day, everyone has a brand, and it's your choice to buy it or not, right? So that's how I see it.
Sorry, guys. I was lighting up my second cigar of the day. I usually just smoke 2 cigars a day, or sometimes I smoke 1. It depends on my feeling. But I have to ask you, Rudy.
Yep.
I was watching some of your videos. What video was this that you guys are talking about?
It's probably like I probably made it like a month ago now. It was just so Navitus, so Ashton made a fragrance line with Navitus Galleria,
Okay.
and he basically said that the fragrances weren't really created by the fragrance reviewers, because they were saying that they worked with the perfumer, they picked the notes, and basically they're the creative directors, but he made it sound like they're really not the creative directors, and they're just using the names of the reviewers to get clout to push bottles. That's what he made it sound like. So that's basically the gist of what happened.
so that's in
could it-
contrast to like Zaharoff, where his creators seem to be more involved in the process.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. But also, like, that's the fragrance industry. Like, that's how a lot of them work, because sometimes they'll say they created something, they're the creative director, but the perfumer already had that fragrance in their catalog, and they're just like, right, let me release it to the public.
So you're telling me that he didn't completely put too much effort into it, is what you're saying?
For that one specific one, the one fragrance, like, I don't know. To me, personally, in my opinion, it seemed like these fragrances were pre-made, and they just took reviewers with a following to push the fragrances out. And they're not the only ones that do it. Many brands do that through YouTube.
Yes. Okay, and you know what? I'm gonna go look at that video because I tend to not even. I mean, I'm pretty fucking aware of certain people that do. This is why I back up Zaharoff, because when it comes to Zaharoff, it takes them a lot of time to make a fragrance. And when I see other people really pushing their own fragrance, and you know what? It's great to see other people really ambitious, you know, and I try not to even see reviews. I see your videos, Rudy, which for all of you that don't know, it's Time to Musk Up. That is his channel. I do see your videos, but you know the reason really why I see your videos? You want to hear this? And it might bother you, but I want you to know, maybe you could add more of it. You want to know why?
Go ahead.
Because you show more of New York City in your video, and you have a different intro. And it also, I try to get inspiration from some of your videos because you do an intro of the city, and it gives me an artistic view of what I can do in the future in a video. So this is why I tend to just watch your videos. Now, when it goes to your reviews, you do review the fragrances, and I listen to them. I go all the way sometimes, and if I have to go back, I go back. Usually your videos are, I think, 6 minutes or something like that. And I think it's great. It's great that you do a short review of a fragrance, because many people, I mean, me personally, I would never stand around for a whiskey channel reviewing a whiskey bottle that it's like fucking 10, 12 minutes, you know? I think a short amount of time is good, especially for us men that with women, sometimes we can't listen to them after 5 minutes. If they keep on talking after 5 minutes, it's like, Jesus, stop it, you know, stop. But that's me, you know, that's just me. I can only imagine other men, you know, with their wives or their girlfriends, you know, but that's just, I guess I'm going off topic there. But yeah, you understand what I mean, AM?
Yeah, I think Rudy's his channel is really inspirational because Rudy, I think he's at the point in his life where he just really gets good fragrances, right? He doesn't bother with simple kitty fragrances, and then he has that nice pool. So when I see Rudy, I'm like, man, I got up my game. I got to work harder. get my.
Holy
I
shit!
didn't see
Wait,
his pool. He has a beautiful pool.
I haven't seen that. As a matter of fact,
Man, you
which
missed
video
out.
was that? Jesus, which video was that?
I think I've seen him a couple of times. I don't know which video specific, but
So that house is actually sold. I don't even have the house anymore.
oh, okay.
Sold that
Well, it's
house.
been a while then.
That's the old
Yeah.
video. Then the new videos that he's doing is all about New York, and I think you do great if you show New York at the beginning and then talk. I think that would be fucking artistic. If you do this, Rudy, more and more people around your area would tune into your review, because New Yorkers, there's a lot of New Yorkers that like fragrances. There's a lot of New Yorkers that like fashion. And I think if you go to that route, that you do the intro showing New York and then showing your fragrances maybe at a park or whatever it is, I think it'll be awesome. I think it'll be great.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I try to head out into New York, and I'm fortunate enough to live next to all these big brands and try everything, so I don't have to blind buy anything and stuff like that. But I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, no
I have a
problem.
question. I have a Chanel store that I go to every once in a while, and as soon as I walk in, right, I start smelling the exclusive line and some of the other stuff and Teus and stuff. And the lady always grabs me and pushes me to Blue Chanel. Why do you think that is? Like, knowing that I'm looking at other more expensive fragrances, she just grabs me and says, "Oh, you gotta try this. You gotta try this." And usually the
Well-
EDP, sometimes the Parfum, but usually the EDP, they kind of steer you in that direction.
Well, for starters, the exclusive line is $400 a bottle for the 200 ml. Now they've upped the price, and the smaller bottles are $250 for 75 ml. Blue de Chanel costs $100 pretty much on average. Number one, and number two, it's probably their best-selling fragrance for men. So it's just a habit for them to just be like, "Oh, try Blue de Chanel," because it's what works, right?
It's like easy sell,
And
you
so-
think? Okay.
It's an easy sell, exactly. Like, it's a mass appealing fragrance that everyone typically likes, loves, right? And so it's easy for them to sell you $100 fragrance rather than a $400 fragrance, because they don't sell a lot of these. I don't think. Like, this is, I don't know. I just don't think they sell many of these
Yeah.
personally.
And I see they get nervous when I start spraying them and sampling them. They're like, "This guy's not going to buy this, and this is an expensive fragrance."
Fuck's sakes, they do that to you over there, man. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's insane.
They don't know about AM. They just think I'm some random guy.
I mean, they get used to you. So, like, I build a relationship with them, because I start talking to them, and then they can tell when you know what you're talking about, and then they'll start talking to you. They'll give you a card, and like, I try to get friendly with them, because then they'll just give me like samples of like newer stuff, and like, usually I never ask for them. They just give them to me, and then I'll ask for the business card, and then I'll put up that business card in my videos to, give them a reason for them to help for helping me. Right?
Do
So
they
it's
give you
like
samples of like Sycamore or the exclusive
Yeah,
line?
yeah, yeah.
They have
Oh
some-
my- I have so many samples and minis of this line, the little
Okay.
4 ml mini. Like, I collect them. I have like a whole bunch of them, and so they scratch my back, I scratch theirs.
All right, nice.
Now, did you guys know, and I want you guys to know, and I'm trying my best not to be a host. Fuck's sakes. Every time, like, I'm just fucking in the moment. Did you guys know that in the watch community, the same way that Rudy is talking about, the people, the sales department and everything that sell the fragrances to him and everybody else, if you make a certain relationship with the AD, which in the watch community, AD is called authorized dealer. If you make a certain friendship with them, they will give you the best watches that they can find at the moment. And if any of you that don't know, Rolex, completely, most of the Rolexes are very hard to find nowadays. Before 2020, they were easy to find. You could go to the store; they were all there. All the whatever design, whatever bezel color, whatever dial color, they were always there. In the watch community, they have taught me that if you build a relationship with the ADs, you can literally get whatever watch you want in the future. You have to treat them right. You have to give them gifts. And you obviously have to keep a watch for like maybe a year or two or a year. And then they'll be able to really, reach out to you and say, "Hey, look, hey, just want to let you know, Reaper, we got the brand new. It just came out, and I just wanted to let you know, come get it, And also, there's different colors of certain Rolexes, like the root beer. Everybody talks about the root beer. And they'll call you up. They go, hey, look, one of my other clients didn't want the root beer. Would you want to have it, Reaper or AM? They do this for everybody. And it's good to build a relationship with people. Don't ever be assholes to people unless they're assholes to you, obviously, I think any of us men could be assholes. I think I'm one of the biggest douches that you can see in the world. I could be the biggest douche, but I'm a nice guy sometimes, most of the times. But it depends on the person, If you get a certain, have you ever gone to AM? Have you ever gone to a woman in a fucking mall and she's just spraying on shit that you don't even want? Has that happened to you?
Like spraying stuff on me?
Yeah, like just try this, boom, boom, just sprays it on you. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, blue Chanel.
Dude, that's crazy.
No,
man. That's insane.
but that thing you were talking about, I think it was Dan Stream. There was a guy from Australia who was into watches, and he said that even if he wanted to buy a Rolex, he couldn't buy it. He had to be put like on the wait list because of that relationship. And so you know how Ram always tweets like most interesting man in the world quotes about you.
Yes.
So I super chatted. Reaper puts Rolex on hold, not the other way around.
Yeah, man, you guys think of the craziest thing, man. Man, you guys are awesome. All of you are awesome. The things you guys think of. But no, I wasn't able to see the stream you're talking about. I just know that all the guys over there, all the boys in the watch community, they have told me this from the start. Try getting a Air King. That's what they told me. The Air King, the new Air King, which I can get it for $9,500 if they have it at the stores, and from there you can start building up your relationship with the AD, which is called a what is it? What did I say? Authentic dealer? I forgot what it was fucking called. I'm losing track. I'm looking at
authorized dealer.
Authorized dealer. That's what it is. Yes.
Yeah.
Are you guys by any chance familiar with going into like a Rolex store?
I've been to like some jewelry stores recently. Like I said, my brother's into watches. He has the IWC, and we walked into a few jewelry stores. What they have on selection, they're not that really nice. The Rolex is there, like maybe they're having a shortage, and so these people push us to the Grand Seiko. You heard of those? The Grand Seiko.
The Grand Seiko is a great watch. It has one of the best movements in. Well, let's just put it this way, and I want you guys to learn this because they taught me this. Now, I'm going to say this. Anuj, thank you so much for that super chat. You know what? I appreciate every time somebody sends a super chat. I notice this, and I try to make you feel, the best way possible. And you know what? Anuj, you're always welcome onto this show whenever you want. There's no division in my channel. You are all welcome, and I don't care what anybody says out there. You are part of whatever team I'm trying to have. If it's called the Reaper Crew here, it's what it is, and I'm all for everybody growing.
Come on, Anuj.
Yeah, thank you so much, Anuj, and you're welcome to jump on. I did drop in the link in here. Everybody's welcome. I'm trying not to be a host today, but did you ask something? Because I completely forgot.
No, I was gonna say I typically use it as motivation. Like if I do walk into a Rolex store and when I see something, I use it as motivation.
Oh, you're going to talk about the Grand Seiko Reaper. That's what it was.
Oh, you use it for motivation, Rudy?
Yeah, I mean, if you see somebody driving in a Ferrari or whatever, if you see a beautiful house, it's like it's motivation. You say to yourself, "I'm going to own that one day."
Yes.
That's a good mindset. You could get jealous and be a hater, or you can say, what, I got up my game.
Yeah, and it's good. It's good because it gives you energy. Now, you don't have to go to the gym to get this feeling. You can have it mentally. It starts in your head. Just like Rudy has that mental game that, if he wants that product, he goes out to try to find his way to get it. And that starts with your mental game. If you have a positive mindset and all your energy is just focused on being a competitive man to get that product, I think anybody can really achieve a lot of things.
So one thing I always say, hating at the end of the day will never get you anywhere, because you can either hate on that person driving by in the Ferrari, or you can be like, hey man, like, what did you do to buy that Ferrari? Like, what do you do? Right. And then he can start talking to you about what he does, and you can take something from that and maybe do something different and make money that way. Like, it's just take in knowledge and use it, because hating, like, what is, like, I don't know, it's just pointless.
I think haters are there because they know that they have no ambition. They know that they're lazy. They know that just putting out hate words helps their self-esteem. Most of these haters don't have much self-esteem, and they usually use words to really boost them up. And this is why I tell you, Rudy, and this is why I tell you, AM, I don't care that I have haters. I think haters are great because it helps them boost up their self-esteem. Some guys don't have this, the confidence that most of us do. And if that helps them out to hate on me or hate on anybody, I think kudos to them. But yeah, it is a waste of time. Obviously, we know this. We have Money Burner back, I believe. Let me see who we have. Wait, give me a second. Let me see who it is.
Yo, Money.
Oh, no, we have Aram, and that's great. I'm going to put him on here, but AM, please remind me about the Gran Seco, okay, because I'm going to go get a beer right now, okay?
All right.
We have, Aram in the house. Amazing, amazing. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to get the beer, and don't forget, AM, please remind me, okay?
Aram, I said you were my son, but you're only 3 years younger than me, so we're brothers.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I think it was Sticks that was saying something like that, right? He was like,
Yeah.
You're the child of Aram and Kevin. How you doing, Rudy?
What's going on, Aaron? How are you, man?
Good, man.
I'm gonna smoke another one.
Been listening to you guys.
But really, talking about motivation, and Reaper was, he just talked about working out. I for the past like 3 years, I haven't been working out, gained some weight. My work was, I was just going through the motions. And, I think that this is for people listening. You start working out, right? That motivates you. Let's say I go to the gym and I spend an hour there. I don't want to come home and have me, a Cuban sandwich and gain that weight back. So you start to think, okay, what can I do to eat healthier? So you get that workout, you get your diet in place, and then you just have energy. You feel more confident, and you just start doing better in life. That's a keystone, what we call a keystone motivator. Like once you start working out, and even I find myself like if I'm busy, I'm like, I don't want to work out. It's unproductive. You go to the gym, man. You never regret it. You come back and you do better than ever.
Yeah, you'll never regret the decision to go.
That's the toughest part, though, is going. It's stopping what you're doing and just going to the gym.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, and even in those
Like
days that you don't go to the gym, Can you guys hear me good? Audio's good?
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, we hear you.
What you smoking?
Okay, perfect.
Reaper, which one is this one? Can you tell
the Reaper
from
cigar.
Yeah.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me see. Which one do you have there? Let me see. Yeah, that one's nice. That one's a blend of mine. That one right there is, if all of you that don't know, that's the one that I've been especially saying that you can have that one with coffee. I think if Neil would have had that one, it's a little bit skinnier than the other one, right?
Nice.
Oh, you're having
I got my coffee right now.
Oh my God, you're gonna love that one.
You get buzzed.
That's a four region blend. So that one's really, really nice. Very,
Is that
very nice.
Presidente shape? Is that?
Which
That
one?
one there is
Babe.
that one's a Maduro.
Maduro, okay.
Oh my God, this is.
There was a cat back here. My dog.
I feel like I got smoked.
Chasing him.
Look at this, man. Let me pop this open right now because I have this. Oh, damn.
I would join you guys, but I'm getting over a 2-week cold, so.
2-week cold. You still have that cold with you?
No, I still have the cough, but man, it was bad. It was bad.
Damn.
It wasn't COVID. I tested for COVID multiple times, but I don't know if it was the flu or RSV or not sure. Oh shit! What happened to Aram? Aram.
His girl clicked the thing. For sure.
She's like, get off with these. Don't be on with these degenerates.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have to tell you guys, okay, I did speak about this earlier. This is from Florida. All of this goes to a little bit of a percentage goes to the Florida Foundation to help the people here in Florida. And if you want to see how this looks like, look at this stout. Now I don't usually have stouts
That's a nice
that
pour.
are from, look at that pour. It's just amazing. Sure. I don't usually have stouts from Guinness, but I had to do it this time because I thought it was fabulous to have. Let me put it back on here. I see you.
Give me a second.
Oh my God, that pour was amazing. God, Lord heavens. Did they put something in here? Oh no. Oh, it's
You hear me now?
PCs.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you perfectly.
Yeah, I think. Well, I don't know if Rudy's left for it. He was talking about like getting jealous over people in Ferraris or something.
He was Ferraris. Yeah, he was talking about how there's a lot of haters out there, and you know what? There's a lot of haters out there that hate, and they don't care that you are successful and you have a job. They don't give a fuck. There's a lot of haters out there that hate because that's the best way for them to, I personally think is the best way for them to boost up their confidence level, and this is why I tell you, Aram, that I don't care like if people hate on me or anybody else, because I think that's great. And certain people can't enjoy the fact that that should be flattering to many of us,
Yeah, I like to whenever I see somebody doing well, I like to root for them and just try to see, okay, well, how can I improve, because if they're at a place where they're happy, and they're successful and, and hearing their story, it's, I don't know, it's very inspiring, So,
Yeah, it is.
I mean, just like that interview that you had with George was great, you could all learn from that.
Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to learn today, to not be a host, because I feel like I'm putting too much of my effort into you get what I mean, AM, right? Like I'm not trying to do it on purpose. I'm just I don't know, it's just whenever I do a thing on my channel, I just tend to, bring up topics in my head. And I know I want to make this a lounge and everybody just enjoy themselves. But yeah,
you try to be like Joe Rogan, just have it more like a conversation versus hosting.
Yeah, I'm trying my best to do that. It's so hard for me to do that, because I'm so used to being an entertainer. I want to entertain each one of you guys, and then the ladies too. I want to entertain the ladies. So for me to step back and say, you know what, let me put that aside, is so hard. Joe Rogan does it really, really good. And, kudos to him, because I saw Joe Rogan when he first started. And it was amazing. He was getting so much hate when he first started, Joe Rogan. And I thought, man, this guy, like, how are you going to hate on this guy? The guy is doing everything possible to show you guys a good time,
Yeah, but I had to make a quadruple espresso.
Oh, nice.
Wait, let me see this. Let me see this, Rudy. Let me see this. Holy shit, man. That's nice. That's nice. That's nice. Wow. That almost looks like my fucking glass, because my glass is looks almost the same color. And yeah, it looks pretty good. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think of Joe Rogan?
Oh, I like him a lot. I like him a lot.
Love the guy.
Watching him for like, I don't even know, like, what is it, 10, 12 years or whatever. And, he's always has interesting guests and he's and I like his format where it's pretty much undisturbed 3 hours with somebody, where you could really go into a conversation with somebody and dig deep, instead of it being like an interruption of a few guests and so on and so forth.
Yeah. Have you guys ever seen Patrick Bet David?
No, who's that? Patrick
He's like
David.
this Armenian, Iranian guy. He's like a business. He has like he has a pretty cool. I think he's based in Fort Lauderdale, but he has a pretty cool format too, where he just talks and interviews people.
What's his name
chill.
again?
Patrick Bet David.
Are you talking about the guy that did recently the interview with Andrew Tate?
Yeah, he did an interview. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
And
That
Antonio Brown.
that Iranian dude, that business guy.
yeah.
He's Iranian, but I think he's ethnically Armenian.
Yeah, yeah.
I've listened to him many times. I like what he has to say about business, and he also has great interviews too.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah.
Interviews the mob bosses, I think.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
What was his name again? So that the people hear again.
David Bet, like BET. Like the kids say, I'll bet.
David
Patrick.
Bet. Okay. Yeah. And what was
He's kind of like a Tony Robbins of the modern day era, like a motivational guy.
Mm-hmm.
Who was the other day that I told you, AM? I go, you have to listen to this podcast with Kanye West and this other guy. What was that guy's name?
Oh, Lex Friedman.
Oh my God. Boys, you have to look this up. Now, I did tell you guys that I didn't like Kanye West when he was a little bit younger, before Kim Kardashian. But when I saw this 2-hour video of this guy really interviewing this Kanye West, man, it was something, man. I think it was released 2 weeks ago or a week ago or something, man. You guys have to really see this.
Yeah.
2 hours long, though.
I watched about 20 minutes. Does it get better? Because I know that there were. I watched the other one with what's his name, with Bryce. I forgot what his name is. The British guy.
Pierce Morgan.
But the one, yeah, with Pierce Morgan. But not the one with Lex. Was it? Is it really good or?
No, it's pretty interesting because I think Kanye was saying some anti-Semitic things, and this guy's Jewish, so they were going back and forth. So that was pretty interesting.
I gotta check that out.
Yeah, it was really good. And yes, obviously, there's certain things that certain people are going to say, like, people that you don't like. They're going to say certain things that you don't believe in. But I kind of feel that it's always good to still listen to what they say, because something can open your eyes and say, you know what? What the fuck? I was not understanding this guy before, but now I completely understand him. So it took me, in that little 2-hour long thing, it took me 35 minutes or 40-something minutes to really realize what this guy was saying. It didn't take me the first couple of minutes to understand. It took me like almost an hour to understand, and I had to go back. And I was like, holy shit, this is crazy. Because in the, I don't know if you saw, there's different portions. And he spoke about, there was a part that was about fashion. And since he's a director, I don't know what he does officially, but I know he's like almost like the director of the whole line. So he says what he wants to say about a certain sweatshirt or a shirt and stuff like that. And when he told me, well, it felt like he was talking to me because I was listening. When he said that, there's rich people that are billionaires out there that will buy somebody out and really, fire them and then replace them with a different manager to set the tone differently in the office. To me, I was like, man, that is insane. Because he was basically saying if you go in an hour in, he was saying that he had an event. He had Justin Bieber there. He had Kim Kardashians. He had Jay-Z. He had Pharrell Williams there. He had a lot of people that were very, how can I say, very, very good celebrities to have to really, how do I say it? They're icons, like role models. He had those people in front of him and really there with him. So what he said was, it took just a billionaire to notice that Kanye West was doing all this to get everybody together, kind of like what I'm doing, because I'm kind of getting together the animals in the watch community, the animals in the fragrance community. I think you guys are great, but there's other animals that I want here too, from the fragrance community. I'm not gonna say who it is, but like I want everybody to unite and be something that something different. So the billionaire noticed. I'm just going to give you a summary. The billionaire noticed that Kanye West was doing this, and he basically intervened to the point that Kanye West went on a downhill trend, and everybody didn't see him the same because the billionaire was replacing all the guys. You'll see it. But I hope you get to see that. And AM, does it make sense what I'm saying? Because I want to make sure that somebody knows.
Yeah, I didn't see that part. I saw most of it. I didn't see that part.
Yeah, I think it was an hour in almost. It was it was something, man. It was crazy.
The one I was familiar with was the one that got the stream that got pulled down was the Noriega one, the Drink Champs, which is the one that kind of started all those anti-Semitic things that he started saying.
Oh, you're talking about with the news stations and stuff like that?
Yeah, the Jewish media, all the stuff that he was saying.
Yeah. I heard that, and he spoke about that in that interview too. So
yeah, he talked about that a lot in the interview.
Yeah, and I didn't completely understand what he was talking about. So just so you boys know, there was no way that I understood what the fuck he was saying. I said, man, what the fuck is this guy talking about right now? There's no fucking way he's talking like this to us and the world. What is he talking about? it took me about an hour in to realize that this guy is talking about. I think he's more talking about his line of work. I don't think he's talking about the world. I think his mind is completely set on his line of work and how it has affected him. So that's all I have to say. But you guys are gonna have to go see it because I don't wanna spoil it for you guys.
It's his experience that he's had with like these music producers and the media, and because they do have like these very slimy, tricky contracts that they write out, where they basically own the rights to all your music. So like he's speaking from experience, although I think he worded it completely wrong.
Yeah, he worded it completely like he looked like the victim, which I kind of feel like, you know what? I try to see both sides. I kind of see he's kind of like a victim a little bit because he could still be in Adidas if maybe he didn't lash out, start saying certain things. Adidas dropped him and everything. It's just like, man.
I think Balenciaga dropped him too.
Yeah, Balenciaga dropped him too. But he also says why he got dropped from Balenciaga. It was mainly because of that billionaire that tried to replace certain people in I guess in the office workplace that he's at. But you'll be able to see what he's talking about. Now I did have to rewind it, so I expect you guys to hopefully rewind and say, what the fuck is this guy talking about right now? Let me rewind it, I did that. I had to do that, man, because I can't be speaking in front of you guys and making no fucking sense sometimes. I have to make sure that you guys at least understand my cryptic talk,
Right.
I think little whiskey knows. She understands you.
Little whiskey.
That's right.
She's awesome. Her and DDLD, I think that's a great couple because they love small sausages. They love going to medieval events, looking at clowns. They all love doing that together, and I think that's great. What do you guys think of circuses? When was the last time you guys been to a circus?
You see, I went to like a carnival. Yeah, I went to like one of those like circus or lake things, but an actual circus. Wow, it's I don't know. It's probably been like about 12 years.
Damn.
So, yeah, since I went to one of those Ringling Brothers kind of things. But
all right.
I went to in Brooklyn. They used to have this. It's called the Soul Circus, and I was probably like 12, 10 years old. I'm 35 now, so this is some time ago.
Damn.
I've never been to a real circus.
You never been to?
I've been to like Cirque du Soleil, but that's not like.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
That's the same shit almost, huh?
There's no tigers. There's no lions there.
that's what I'm saying. Like there are animals and shit,
But there's still clowns. If there's a clown in the building, this is what we call the circus, boys.
Yeah, the clowns.
Well, then probably like maybe 5 minutes ago since the last time that I've been to a
God damn. Yeah, that's what it is, man. This is what I say. This is turning into a shit show circus is because if I see a clown, that's usually what it is. But that's in real life. I never use those words here in the live streams. When it's a shit show to me, I feel like it's a clown show, and I don't know. I've been to a recent circus, which it was I think in Fort Lauderdale. I don't know if you guys ever seen an Italian circus that goes around in every state. I went to it recently. I think it was 2 years ago. I think I paid to get in there $40, and it was good. But I see that as a circus, there was no tiger. There was no fucking parrot. It was just a clown. He was a host, and then it was just everybody doing aerobatics and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been to those shows, many of those shows. I don't know if you've been to Faina.
I think that's the one I went to. It's Italian, right? Italian group.
The one I went to, it was the last show of the season, and it had all those things, acrobatic, events and sexy burlesque shit, and it was awesome,
Yeah. Hey, do you have any headphones on you?
I do.
Okay, unplug them and plug them back in.
You getting feedback?
No, I'm getting like a little static noise. I'm trying to figure out if that's me or that's him.
Yeah, can you hear
Let me
me?
know if it's me also.
No, it's not you. Talk for a second, Aram.
Hey, how you?
No, that's not you. It could be just me. You guys don't hear anything, right, Rudy?
No, not as far as static. I hear like some maybe like humming kind of noise in the far background, but nothing like
Yeah.
static or anything.
I hear some birds chirping, but
That was mine.
Bird.
I was like,
That was your
Got
bird
some birds
chirping?
over
I thought it was the fucking birds I have around here, man. I got some parrots out here, like real parrots, man. You boys think that you've seen a bird? Nah, man. I was outside the other day moving out my barbecue because sometimes I move it around. I have 3 barbecues. I have the smaller one and 2 other ones. So I started moving my barbecue outside. I look up and I hear the real parrot, you know, the big parrots that they make the caw sound. I can't do it. I'm not good at it. But then I look up, I'm like, dude, what the fuck is this? The fucking, it was one of the red parrots. He was with another red parrot. I guess they were the pair, and they were on the fucking palm tree, and they were fucking loud. Macaws, I think they call them macaws. Yeah.
oh wow, that's like wild
Macaws.
out. They're out wild.
Wild. And you want to hear a story? So Parrot Jungle, I knew the owner of Parrot Jungle, and he basically told us, me and my friend, it was more of my friend's friend than mine, but you know I knew him, and he goes, hey, do you ever see wild birds around Miami? I go, yeah. As a matter of fact, all the time. I see the loads, the Quakers. I see the macaws. He goes, those were mine. I go, what are you talking about? He goes, those were mine. All of those that you see are my parrots. And then he goes, there was a hurricane that just released a lot of them. And every hurricane, there's an issue, so we lose a good amount of parrots that they just flee.
You,
So they were all his.
Florida has a lot of indigenous animal issues. It seems like I feel like a lot of people that get these pets that lose them or like set them free in Florida, man. It's like it's insane.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
Like,
it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. It happens all the time, and especially the pythons. The pythons are one of the ones that they release often, and now we have an issue with the pythons, and those are snakes, fucking huge snakes. You know, have you guys ever seen a huge snake before?
Not in person, but they have that show. This guy from Florida, where he goes after the those snakes. It is pretty cool because like he makes like belts out of the skin, wallets, and all this stuff.
Yeah, shoes too, boys. I
Shoes.
remember
Makes good money.
my cousin, he ended up buying because I'm not gonna make rumors about myself, okay? But my great grandfather was the man, and he would shut down a store just for us. And I remember this time that my cousin, he had to pick any boots, cowboy boots that he wanted. And I'm gonna tell you, boys, I'm not Mexican, okay? So you can't fucking say I'm Mexican. It's just they closed down the shop, and it was just cowboy boots. So my cousin, he ended up going for the snakeskin boots, and I thought the snakeskin boots to me were too much. You know, I wanted to be a classy man. So if you see the wooden box here, it's like a wooden, nice, just a nice color. I ended up getting some. They're supposed to be like alligator skinned boots or something. I forgot what it was, but I ended up getting those, and he got the snake skin boots, cowboy boots. Guess how much those boots costed at the time? This was a long time ago. Just take a guess.
2,500,
Oh
3,500.
yeah, they were like $1,000, man. $1,000
wow.
for a pair, and it's like, man, like you must have a lot of money to fucking be spending it on us. We're like fucking, kids at the time. But yeah, that happens, man. And Aram, do you ever see snakes in your yard?
Yeah, we have some garden snakes and stuff like that, but nothing bigger than maybe a couple feet long. It's not big snakes around here. We do have I live in like North Miami Biscayne Park area, so it's like this is like a bird sanctuary here. So we get a bunch of different types of birds all the time. My wife was just here asking if I saw the hummingbird because we have a little hummingbird like feeder here. So, but birds for sure, we have them all over the place, like parrots and what's it called, blue jays and woodpeckers and all that stuff. They're all over the place. But snakes, nothing bigger than a garden snake.
Yeah, there's foxes sometimes here in the parks in Florida. There's foxes that we see when I go to like a picnic. It's been a long time since I got on a picnic, but foxes. And then I think the worst thing we see here are the snakes. There's poisonous snakes by the waters. I think that's the worst thing. Forget about the alligators, boys. The alligators are the last things in our mind. I mean, personally, me, I think Aram. I think if you saw alligator, you'd be annoyed in your backyard, obviously. But if
Yeah,
you see,
where we're at, we don't have like a lake around here really, but I think the probably the harmful one here. There's a golf course over there. There was coyotes, and they were snapping up a lot of the cats and stuff. I think probably that's probably been the worst around here.
the cats, God damn.
No, coyotes. The coyotes that are snapping, like eating the cats and shit. Like, oof.
Yeah, that's insane. Holy
Yeah.
shit. You can only imagine, seeing that in person and then your girl sees it, starts screaming. Holy shit, that would be brutal,
Kind of off topic, but I remember
Melissa.
I used to vacation out in Key West all the time. I used to go out to my friend's place out there, and they had roosters all over the place. And like early in the morning, man, all you just hear are these roosters going off, man. It was so freaking annoying. You're like hungover from the night before, and it's just like you start yelling like, "Shut the fuck up!" It's insane.
There's roosters here all the time, like everywhere you go. You can go to the pizza place and there'll be a fucking rooster outside. I swear to God, these Cubans out here, I think they do cockfights. And when they have too many fucking roosters to fight or whatever, they just release them anywhere. So you can go to McDonald's in the corner and there could be a rooster in the bushes just cracking it up.
I used to have a chicken and a rooster growing up.
How do you like that experience?
They wouldn't fight, so no, I'm just kidding. They would start crowing in the morning, wake everybody up.
That shit pisses you off?
Oh, my dad hated it, but eventually I don't know, something killed it. I don't know if it was a possum or a raccoon, but they got cup checked real quick.
They got eaten.
Yeah, they got cup checked by some sort of animal. I don't know what it was, but.
Oh, by the way, I want to let you boys that we have somebody here that is actually out of order. Dirt Diggler over here. You see him on the chats. You know what? I want to wish him the best because he's actually in the ER and he was in urgent care earlier. He was in Las Vegas, as you saw yesterday. He was having an amazing time with the boys, but he did end up contracting something really bad, and he actually went to the urgent care. And he probably might still be there just on his phone watching us right now.
Oh, wow.
And
was it COVID or is it that
right.
respiratory thing that's going around?
No, it was a respiratory thing, and supposedly it started in his throat. So since it started in his throat, I told him that maybe he got gonorrhea. But it was funny to know that he laughed about it, and he said, nah, it was just like a sore throat, like real bad sore throat. So he made sure that it wasn't worse, and I hope he does a good recovery on that one.
That's probably what I had. I was out for 2 weeks. Like I said, I've had flus, I've had COVID a few times, and whatever I got, it knocked me out, man. They had to put me on steroids and antibiotics. I've never been put on any medication
shit.
for.
So it could have been the same thing that he got.
Could be, yeah. And my son, who's young, he got knocked out too. I thought, well, maybe I'm getting a little older, but no, it was whatever it is. It's heavy duty.
Damn, that is.
You don't want to play around.
That's crazy. Aram, I know. I have a feeling that you and me have the same health, parameters. We don't get sick. Do you get ever sick a lot?
No, I don't get sick very often.
Almost ever.
Yeah, but I'm hoping Dirk gets better. I hope he recovers well. He seemed fine when he was streaming.
Good luck, Dirk.
And last night is where you could really see him. He got on the stream, and we couldn't hear his voice because George Zaharoff was on congratulating, I think, the people that won the giveaway, because I did a giveaway yesterday night, and he was on, and Dirt Diggler came on. You couldn't hear him. Like, his voice was gone. It was like if he was a cheerleader at a college game, completely gone. Just completely. But yeah, I hope he recovers fast, man.
I went to their channel yesterday, Cheech and Jen.
Oh, you did? Yes.
Yeah, they're live streaming. I think it's called the Whiskey Encore.
Yeah. How did you like them? Did you enjoy?
Yeah, they're really cool people. I really like them.
Yeah, they're cool.
Pretty knowledgeable.
Yeah. And
what do you think about what he told you? He said that he sees your stream as a lifestyle stream versus a whiskey stream.
I think that's great. I think that's great, and that's why in this stream I actually put hashtag lifestyle, because I want everybody to know this channel, and I want everybody to be free on what they talk about. You know, and obviously I'm all about the whiskeys. I mean, you guys see here, you know, and I try not to be a host today. I'm all about the whiskeys. Some of these are really hard to get. This one here right now is going for $300. Is ridiculous. This one over here goes for $400. This one over here goes for a good amount. This one almost hard to get. And then this other one here, very hard to get, the Midnight Dram. So when it comes to whiskeys, like I have the best stuff, but I don't want to push it on anybody, you know, and I rather speak to somebody and have them understand that my personality might be something that they want to hear. Not everybody here is going to think the same, but I try to see both of the sides of the grass, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah. Hey, Aaron, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
I saw you when you did that video, went to Osme Perfumery.
Yeah.
I saw that they carry Ormond Jane products. Did you ever try like the Montabac Verano or the Montabac Intensivo?
No, I have. You have to ask Neil, man. Neil's the one that just he loves all the niche stuff, and he goes and tries everything. I mean, ask him
Montabac
next
Verano.
time.
Because I got the sample of both of them, and they're both
Okay.
really good.
Oh yeah.
Good Verano. I like the Verano more.
I
stuff.
like the Verano too. It's good for summer, but the Intensivo has a little bit of that tea note that's pretty refreshing too.
The grapefruit top. I think it's grapefruit at the top that you get.
Yeah, for
You
the
get that
Verano.
you get that nice little sour grapefruit,
Yeah.
and then that tobacco, that dry kind of leafy tobacco, starts to come in. They use a lot of ISOE super. That kind of, I don't know. It smells like steamed, like cedar wood, kind of
Yeah.
a little bit to me. That's how I like try to explain it. But
That's one of the
good
few
stuff.
tobaccos that I've tried that have a kind of like a clean, refreshing smell.
Oh, is that the one that Neil was talking about? Like at the very end, where he was with Golden Nose talking about tobacco scent? Because I know
I think
that
he
was
did
thrown
talk
around.
about that one. Yeah.
Okay. No, I wish I would have smelled it. Next time I go, I'll check it out and I'll give you my
Yeah.
opinion on it.
I'm
Because I
tempted
love
to get a bottle of that.
tobacco fragrances. So
One of the fragrances I'm hooked on is called Musk Panache by Maison Ribachi, and they're priced very good too, under $200 for 100 ml. That stuff is perfect, really, really good for like the office, especially.
What's it called again?
Musky iris fragrance.
A whiskey iris fragrance?
No, musky
Oh,
iris
I said
with
whiskey.
like
right?
some orange blossom. It's Musk Panache by Maison Ribachi, made by Maurice Rossel, the same guy that made Musk Ravageur.
I love his stuff.
Stellar stuff.
You
Okay.
think, Rudy, you can type that into the fucking the
Yeah,
chat
look it up.
room? Chat room,
Mm-hmm.
can you type that in for the people that are watching from the watch community? Because I am fucking illiterate when it comes to that bullshit. I
got
can't
you.
even spell that word that you said.
I got you.
I think
By the way-
Reaper, you should look into like once you get a little bit bigger, doing like a whiskey tobacco fragrance.
As a matter of fact, I'm looking into do something else because I already have everything in my head. Boys, if you think I don't have I have 1,000 thoughts in my head all the time. And fragrances are one of the fragrances that, you know, I really want to do. I have it all in my head, and it has nothing to do with whiskey. That's the crazy part. It has nothing. I mean, I'm talking about nothing to do with whiskey. It has to do more like my lifestyle, like my motorcycle, my personality, and the way I carry myself. That is how my fragrance is going to be in the future. It's not going to have to do anything with whiskey. Because remember, when you build a product, you can't completely go in the one line and think, you know what, whiskey, everybody's going to love whiskey. Not everybody's going to love whiskey, but if you make a product that everybody will be tuning into, that is when you have a number one product, boys. And I'm going to tell you this right now. I learned this from the best. And who do you think that is?
Aaron?
No, knowledge.
Oh.
Knowledge. No, man, knowledge. I made sure to research all the things on Google and really know that, you know what, to make something really good, you have to really cut into everybody's lifestyle. It doesn't mean just my lifestyle. It has to have to make sure that, you know, people that are women, they're going to love it. Guys that don't like fragrance, they're going to love it. You know, this is why Aventus, boys, this is why Aventus is number one, because they made a fragrance with pineapple. If you boys didn't know this, before they weren't using pineapple too much on fragrances, and then when Aventus dropped in that fucking pineapple in there, it just, man, it turned the market upside down. Everybody started using pineapple in their fragrances, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, there was a sea of clones and other. It inspired a lot of other fragrances to go that approach for sure, and a sea of clones. So
You guys could say I'm wrong too if you want. I'm trying not to be a host here.
you're wrong, Reaper. Nothing like that happened. No, I agree with you. I agree that a lot of fragrances did come out with that kind of fruity, what's it called? It's like a fruity musky, has got what, blackcurrant in it, that fruity musky kind of smoky.
Birchwood, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then also lotions. Lotions are starting to get a little bit more fruity, like with the pineapple. There was something I researched too. I think it was what is it? There's a not body splash. There's something else that they put in pineapple, and they never did that before. I can't get it off my head. But I did research it, and I was like, fuck, man, they're using pineapple for everything. Next thing you know, it fucking pizza pineapple is gonna be number one. Can't stand it.
You ever try vodka marinated in pineapples?
What the fuck is that?
Oof.
No, I
Sounds
haven't.
pretty delicious.
No, they get like a vat of vodka. They put pineapple, and then when you pour, it's like vodka flavored pineapple. They make cocktails out of it.
Oh no, I've seen it in parties that they put like strawberry, pineapple, other things, and they put the vodka. I've seen that, but yeah, no, I don't think I have seen it. I'm trying not to be a host, boys, man. I'm dominating this fucking conversation.
No, man, we're just chilling here, man. I'm glad that you did the stream. I like smoking cigars and just keeping it casual. I mean, that's what we did last time, and I'm glad. And Rudy's always been into cigars. So I thought, so thanks for having it. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, Rudy. I don't know if you already knew around, but Rudy got the wrench. So I try not to spread around the wrench too much. I try to give it out whenever I can, and Rudy's always here. I know you
Rudy's
work
great.
around, and eventually, I'll be giving away another wrench. But I want you to know, Rudy, that I'm gonna see if I can try to send you some of my new. Nobody has tried these cigars yet, and I'm the only one that's really been ripping them. They're just really, really good. I want you to try them out, Rudy. So if you can, reach out to me on. If I forget for next week, reach out to me, and I'm gonna try to send you some. Also, Aram, I have some for you. I know I wasn't able to reach out to you this week. I've been busy.
Yeah, no, don't worry about the wrench stuff. You don't have to give me a wrench. That's fine. But I think Rudy is definitely a good mod. He's like in the chats. He's a good, he sees what's happening. He's always ready to take out that XXS XHD guy that comes on all the time. That's always spamming the chat. So Rudy's a great mod.
I was talking about the fucking cigars around.
Oh yeah, that too. You could hold on to them too, man, because you gave me. I mean, I bought a bunch of them and stuff like that. So whenever we have time, I'll go ahead and I'll meet up with you, man, for sure.
These are different. These are different though. These are different.
Oh, yeah?
The ones the ones you have are smooth. Okay. Now the ones that I'm gonna be giving you, which these are Dominican. Okay, so if you already know, Dominican have a little bit more of a punch. They have more of a, I think it's more like connoisseurs really like. I'm going to tell you this right now for all of you boys watching. Connoisseurs love Cuban cigars and Dominican cigars because they have a certain aroma, there's a certain flavor, and it's just stronger. You can't get this, I mean, Nicaraguan cigars, you can get a good amount of strongness in the leaf. But the main cigars that you can really it can knock you out and be like, oh shit, what did I just smoke right now? The Cubans always, and then the Dominicans. Those are the two that everybody really goes for if they really want a strong cigar.
All right, cool.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the offer. I'm more than happy to try them out. I know Aaron says good things.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna send you. Because you already have some of the other ones. I'm not gonna send you the ones that I have in my line. I'm gonna send you the new ones. That way you have a wake. Because if I send you like the smooth ones that Aram is having, you're gonna try these and you're gonna be like, wait, there's two different ones, So I want to make sure just to send you the Dominican ones, which it's this one. It's just so. And I'm having it right now with a beer. It's just amazing.
Anything is fine. Thank you.
So Reaper, when's your next giveaway?
Yeah,
next week.
Who won the giveaway? It was the couple there. Yeah,
Yeah.
last night I was watching. I wasn't able to watch last night.
Yeah, it was a couple. They always were showing up every stream, and I think it was more Jen. Jen was really. I think she was pressuring Cheats to always show up, so he was always first, and I thought it was great because you know what? They don't know all about Zaharoff, the fragrance and the line, you know, and I took note when you guys. I'm gonna say this for the streamers. I'm not gonna say this for you guys. But for the streamers that are in the fragrance community, they never put a spotlight on Zaharoff. I thought when I tried the signature rosé, I thought it was beautiful. And it went in my skin when I smoked. It was just beautiful. And nobody really fucking talked about it. They only talked about vintage fragrances, which, Aram, I got to tell you, I love vintage fragrances, but I'm not going to show everybody this stuff. You know, I'm not a fucking fragrance channel. And I just felt that, you know what, Zaharoff had a good line. And guess what? I tried the samples, and every sample that I was getting low on, I said, I'm going to buy this one now. I ended up buying it. I ended up getting my second bottle. My second bottle was Tabac, and I loved it. It was amazing. You remember the day you saw me with, you were like, hey, what are you smelling? Remember that day?
Yeah.
Well,
I reckon I smelled it off you. You know?
Yeah, that was like 2 weeks in of me having the Tabac on my skin. And he recognized it, and I said, man, like, if people really know this brand more, they will really appreciate it. And then I started buying the other ones, and then to the point of the matter, I have obviously this one over here that I'm showing over here. This is a masterpiece. What do you guys think of the Pour Homme?
Oh, I love the Pour Homme. You know, I think that one and Royale, I think, are my favorites. Out of the, and it'll be, and then after that, maybe Tabac. Tabac is probably my third favorite.
I think the Pour Homme really
Rosé also, you know, there's Rosé also. I'm sorry, it's just Rosé, Tabac, and then Royale, and then Signature. Those four I reach out for.
Now, what about this one? What about this one? Royale X.
Royal X.
I haven't tried that one.
You guys haven't tried this one?
I've tried it. I have it.
I got all of them except the Justin Copenhagen release and Curly Scents release. Those are the only two I don't have.
Now, is there a reason why? Because this is uncensored and you can say whatever you want. Is there really a reason why you don't have those two? I mean, you could say whatever you want.
No, it's not. It's nothing about the reviewers. I'm just a fan of Iris. Like, if anyone knows me, I absolutely adore Iris, and that one was basically a Iris fragrance, and so it was kind of like an easy pick for me.
The business one. Business over pleasure.
Yeah, business over pleasure. Although I did. Justin's is good as well. Nice little. It's a good release as well. The Curly Scents was the only one that was kind of for me because it was. I have an issue with amberwoods and it's kind of sweet. I don't like overly sweet fragrances, and I found that one a little too strong and sweet. But the other two are good releases.
Now, when you did your interview with George Zaharoff, and I think he brought up Justin, and you called him the Trumpet Man. I'm like, oh,
yeah,
things are gonna get wild here.
I'm uncensored. I really don't care what I say, and I try to. I think you guys notice when I speak to somebody, I try not to curse. Unless it's like free, you know, we're here talking, you know, if I'm talking to somebody that I know, I can curse all I want. So when I said the Trumpet Man is because I didn't know his last name. And I think you guys already know by now, I don't even look at reviews. I've been looking at Rudy's reviews and his posts, and that's why I'm telling everybody to go follow him because I love his intros. His intros are great. But I don't look at reviews because it's going to deter me and it's going to make my mind a little bit different onto a fragrance, if that makes any sense to you guys.
But how are you and Justin now? Are you guys okay now? Or
I haven't talked to him ever, so I have no idea. All I know to tell you boys is I'm sure that Justin watches the streams. I'm sure he watches when I'm talking to George Zaharoff, and I'm pretty sure he watches when I'm, doing my thing. Because
I saw you also called him out with the
panty droppers.
No, the denim issue.
Oh, the denim, yeah. I had to call him out because somebody has to say something, and I mean, I have a lot of fragrances, yes. but I have a voice, you know, and it's great to see that if you guys want to put it on me that I'm a fucking bad guy, I rather take the note and say, you know, Daneem, he made a stream and Justin didn't show up. And to me, I already remember what I said, why he didn't show up. Remember what I said?
I forgot.
It was because Dan was controlling that stream. So
Okay.
he didn't want, this is my personal opinion. Boys, you got to understand, my opinions are off there, and I try to see what I think is right. So I don't think he went on to Daneem's to really know. I think he realized that Dan was in control of Daneem's stream, so I think that's why he didn't show up. What do you guys think?
I don't
So-
know.
So it kind of sucks that he didn't show up, but at the end of the day, like Justin, like particular like streams and layouts, and like I tried to kind of drop the case because I know he's gonna probably try to still get him on, so I didn't want to throw any fuel to the flame. So, but like it sucked at the end of the day, right? Just like last second to just cancel on somebody. But like I told him, I was like Ross, like is very easygoing and and you could probably get him on, and he did, and so I'm happy for him from getting
Yeah.
him.
The name
Yeah,
is
at
not
least
like Whiskey Reaper. Whiskey, no offense, Reaper, but you're a little more predictable, right? I think the name is pretty chill guy. I don't see why Justin would be afraid to show up on his channel.
I think I said AM because you have a guy named Dan, which you guys know who that is, and he was. I think many of us already. I mean, come on, it's pretty goddamn obvious, you know. He was controlling Daneem a little bit, and he wanted to use Daneem's platform to make certain content. And, you know, I think Justin isn't a stupid fucking man. I think there's a reason why Justin has 50,000 subscribers or 60 or whatever it is, you know. He's got there because he's made videos the right way. He's made content the right way. He has not showed his face too much in the live streams. And not only that, but he's made products that many of you like. And I know there's many people that don't like his product. Okay, that's cool. But he knows when to step in and he knows when to not step in. And for a guy like me that I can consider myself kind of like a businessman too, if I see that there is somebody in the stream that is controlling it and is not the host, I will definitely never step in there. And that's just me. And I only have, 3,000 followers or subscribers. That's just me. This is a guy that has 50,000 subscribers. And you know what? I'm not talking for him. I'm just completely telling you guys my opinion of what I think. And I think many of you might think different, but that's my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, that's a possibility. I mean, unless Daneem wants to, share what happened or JC, we'll just speculate. But I think what was good is that a couple days afterwards, I think he was on Ross's channel. Daneem was on Ross's channel, and then JC was there also, and looks like they had a back and forth and everything. So them talking, and I think in the future it'll be fine. I think maybe they broke the ice there. I'm looking
Or
forward
maybe I didn't see the stream.
So-
I didn't see the stream.
Oh, yeah.
But to tell
I just
you
got
now
musk panache.
that wait, let me see. What is that?
What's it?
The fragrance I was talking about,
Yes.
I just got it.
Which one is it?
Musk Panache by Maison Ribachi. So I'm not just
Nash,
talking
I like
about
that.
it. I actually bought it.
God damn, boys.
You gonna do a review
this-
soon?
I'll do a review on it soon.
Amazing.
Hey, Sticks, look, I'm out here with Aram. All we
I
need
don't
is
want-
Kevin.
I don't want to do a review on it from a sample. I don't want RXL making a video. on it.
Yeah, don't you dare, man.
We get Manny out there too, coming at you.
I mean, we already know RXL out there. We already know that I'm gonna put it out there, okay, boys? Maybe he could jump on. We already know RXL, your wife buys you all the fragrances. That's why you have all the Creed line and all everything is because your wife buys you everything. So please, if you're watching right now, you're welcome to step foot into this cage. I'm not gonna say cage. Okay? This is a lounge, boys. Come on now. But no, I didn't see the stream around. I will say though, if Justin was on the stream with Ross and he was on the stream with Daneem, obviously he's not going to say, the truth. That's kind of like showing up to a party and saying, look, I didn't show up to the party because I hate your wife. You understand what I mean? Like, you just don't do that. That's nothing you do. But I kind of feel that that maybe he had to be nice to him, you know, because it kind of did look bad.
I really try to put myself in these guys' shoes. You know, you have somebody that's you're dealing with like investors. You know, you're dealing with people that are putting a lot of money behind a brand that you're now also the face of. You know, and you have to kind of be careful. And I could see it. You know, and some people are more careful than others. You know, I think maybe Ross is more kind of like, hey, you know what? Let me take. You know, he's ready for the unpredictable, and maybe JC wasn't. I'm not sure. But I mean, and like you said, AM, you know, I mean, he's, although Daneem is the drama king, and he's always causing drama. You know, I think for the most part, he's, Daneem's pretty harmless. You know, I mean, he's not gonna be asking really hard hitting questions and stuff like that. I mean, in my opinion, I think maybe Reaper might be going into something, might be asking those questions that are uncomfortable, whatever. But at the same time, there's really nothing really to say about JC's and his fragrance. You know, I think everything has been positive from George Zahara and the Dead creators. So, to each your own.
Daneem, if you're watching right now, okay, I want you to know that you are
king.
like. No, Daneem, listen to this.
The drama king by accident.
Listen to this, Daneem. You are like the raid that doesn't work on the fucking roaches, Daneem. Step up your game, okay? Step up your game. I want to see more of you. I don't want to see the nice guy in you, but if you want to build it around the nice guy, so be it. I think the best thing that I've seen in Daneem was when he went to Neil and he stepped foot in Neil's shoes. Like, Neil that day, he was all nice. He was wearing his brand new fucking shoes, white shoes. And then Daneem stepped foot in Kevin's chat and started saying, you're a piece of whatever. And then he started stepping on Neil's shoes. That's what I felt that day when I saw Daneem speaking up for himself. And I thought that was great. You know, I don't want to see a host not being able to control a certain chat and a panel, but that's my only opinion. I know people see my opinion as a big opinion, but everybody has an opinion. I just don't feel that if there's a host out there that can't control a certain situation, I think it's horrible, and I would never step foot in that, you know? What do you guys think?
I think he's coming around. He's getting used to it, right? Like, that's just how it is when you first meet people in general, right? You're a little timid, a little shy. I think he'll be all right.
Yeah. But I think you said the real Daneem should come out. I think Daneem is the real Daneem. He's a nice guy, but maybe Neil has a way of bringing out people's inner monster.
Yeah, he just
Neil with some trolling comments.
It's a Miami thing. It's a Miami thing. The thing that Neil does is a Miami thing. By the way, thank you so much, Shalong Hammer, for the $2. I forgot that it was up there. Shalong Hammer, you're always welcome on here whenever you want on the panel when I drop the link. That was a $2 super chat, and he says, happy Sunday to you boys, throwing the tomato sauce at all of us, and that's great. You see what I mean? I just love it when people send super chats, and they really appreciate the streams. Now, today's stream is all about relaxing. We're here relaxing, and I'm learning my way to not be a host and just to relax, you know? That's what I'm trying. Am I doing a good job, please?
You're doing great.
You're doing a great job of not hosting. I really like it. I know. I think. The Reaper, man. I really enjoyed how you keep the plate spinning. You know, like it's like you got to keep it going. I like your questions, even. I mean, because you take a risk every question you have. You know, you just never know if it's going to go somewhere, if it doesn't go anywhere, and just to continue talking and keeping the plate spinning. You know, it takes a lot of effort. So that's why I super chat. You know, that's why. That's why you can stare at the sun and win every single time.
That's what it is. How do you make up these things? Do you go to Google and type in like, what's the best triple X's?
I type in Reaper's accomplishments. Like, what does Reaper do? And then just when they come up, man. You're like the first one on the first page, man. And I'm like, holy shit! So every single time I learn about Reaper.
God damn. I thought this man looked up Google and typed in triple X's comments because, the triple X's guy, he's something else. They have a lot of comments with the triple X's guy. And if any of you don't know who that is, it's a beer icon. I guess like what is it? It's not a mascot.
Most interesting man in the world.
Yeah, the most interesting man in the world. And they made commercials about him till he got fired. I don't know exactly why he got fired, but I'm pretty sure he went full Kanye West on the company. But I can't say officially what it was. Do you guys know why he got fired?
I don't know. I didn't know he
I
got
didn't
fired.
even know that.
I don't know if he got
didn't
fired.
know.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah,
But
he got fired.
you should play up that image because look, you got a motorcycle. That's interesting, risky. You're a cigar guy, a whiskey guy. You know, you went into Dan stream and started saying people weren't masculine because compared to you. So it's just
Yeah, and I have to
you
be
play that
open.
image. It's your brand.
I have to be open about it. I mean, you see my brand. It's the Reaper. That's me, and I'm a whiskey on the whiskey barrel, and I don't think you could see a Reaper being super nice, but I am nice. I'm a nice guy, and I try to be the best I can. If I had $1 million right now, I would definitely try to give a lot of money out to everybody. Now, we do have somebody backstage. I'm going to put him on here. What is up, Money Burner?
Shit, Money
Welcome
Burner.
to the lounge.
And I just wanted to say, Rudy, could you put your camera on again, please? You know, I'm like a thumb space between the eyebrows, right? Rudy's like a pinky space. I'd say Aram's like a index finger, but god damn, AM is like a 4-finger space between the eyebrows.
Hey, I
They look
plug
like
every
two
morning.
caterpillars that just want to meet so badly.
Let me see this.
That's an index finger, right? Normal
Damn.
spacing.
Let me see this one.
That's like 4 fingers at least.
Let me see. That's a
Oh,
whole
you could
thumb.
fit a second thumb.
That's a whole thumb. And this one doesn't even
This
get a
one's like
pinky.
index, maybe 2.
That doesn't even get my pinky in there. Let's just put it that way. That doesn't even get my pinky in there, okay?
Let me tell you,
I'll
I
just
have a
tell you.
unibrow if I wanted to. Easy.
Let me see Rudy. Let me see Rudy's thumb. Damn. God damn, boys, this is getting crazy up in here.
You know, I actually had this part waxed one time, and the lady just ripped off too much on this side. So after that, I just plucked my own eyebrows now. Screw it.
Holy
It
shit.
took forever to grow back.
Two caterpillars about to build a cocoon, and they wish they could meet, but they never will. They're just looking at each other. They're like, "Hey, how you doing? How's it on that side?"
Now, I've never met Kevin before live.
Well,
You
here
haven't?
you go. Here you go. Here you go.
I like him.
Congratulations.
He's Dracar Noir and Platinum Eagle East, so he's a
Hold
classy
on, my
guy.
audio's messed up. I'm gonna leave and come back. Sorry.
Your audio's not messed
Alright,
up. Who
we're gonna
said
go.
this?
All right. I don't know. All right, Reaper. I just had 2 cigars. I gotta eat something, man. I'm starving.
Hey, sounds good, man.
but-
No big deal.
Reaper, thank you very much for having me on, and everyone. AM, good to see you. Aram, you too.
All right, Rudy. We're looking
I'm
forward
sure
to the
you'll,
review. When do you get the bottle?
Yeah, Lucky Scent has the worst shipping, so
Oh,
it'll
yes.
probably take like 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Honestly,
yeah.
coming
Slow.
from California. But as soon as I get it, I'll get something out there.
Let me
But
ask you, what
yeah.
samples did you request with your purchase?
I requested Knees 10 Golden Edition and 2 other fragrances from that brand.
Okay.
The samples. I like that brand. The brand, it's a good brand. So yeah.
All right, cool.
But yeah, Reaper, once again, thank you very much, man. Absolute pleasure.
Oh, no problem. Any day. Any day.
Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, everyone.
I see you, Rudy.
All right,
Too.
take care, man.
Bye.
By the way, boys, I want to let you guys know the Miami Dolphins right now are winning 31-27. And, you know, today's stream was all about me watching the game. And there's literally there's 3 minutes left. So let's see if they actually win it. Miami Dolphins are winning 31-27. I know the Canadians don't know about the fucking football. But, right, you only know about the hockey, right? And the cricket.
Yeah, the cricket's really big in Canada.
Cricket. Hey, Kevin, so that's a question. You wear your Dracar Noir now?
I'm wearing Aqua de Gio right now.
I mean, like you wear it, it's in your rotation.
Yeah.
See, that was the original penny dropper back in the 80s and 90s.
Dude,
I'm
it
glad
still works.
some people still like it.
By the way, boys, I have to stop you right now because I have somebody backstage, okay? Now, this person backstage, I told him he could come on here, and I want to see his face. I want to see his face because I think it's great of him to be on here. And there we go. Amazing. Awesome. You boys, you know what? I'm going to tell you boys, I'm going to put him on here, and I hope you really enjoy this stream because I think that he's misunderstood. What is up? What is up? Hello, hello.
Tabak.
Oh shit!
Is everybody
All right,
wearing their
Welcome to-
tabak?
Tobacco. That's what it is.
Is everybody
tobacco.
wearing their tobacco? And are they smoking their tobacco?
Holy shit, he's smoking a cigar. Amazing. Let me see the
What are you
cigar,
smoking?
boy.
Oh,
Wow.
shit.
Wow. This is real man shit over here, boys. Love
Getting
to
some
see it.
tobacco.
Monte Cristo,
How's it going, Arcel?
Nicaragua series.
Oh, that's
Good, how are
good.
you?
Ooh, nice.
I've
Good,
never been
good.
to RXL live. I've commented on his videos, but I've never seen him live.
I'm too busy
I've never
with the
seen your
tobacco.
videos. Or Excel, there's a lot of people that hate you, and I'm going to tell you right now, this channel is all about everybody. People are misunderstood, and just like over here, Money Burner's misunderstood. This is toilet paper roll, and people
No,
believe
it's
it's
not. This is a Cohiba. It's a special 1955 Pardon. It's also a David Ott special edition.
It's bent. You know why it's bent?
Why?
Because it's soft, just like the community.
Holy
Check
shit.
'em. Check 'em
Holy
all.
shit. Yes, yes, yes. So, RXL, I have to ask you, I have, you know what? I have a different concept of how you are. Many people think you're a fucking bad dude, horrible dude. I see a different guy in you. What do you think of the people that hate on you?
They hate on me because I say things that they can't really argue. They have no choice but to hate it. They can't accept it. They have to hate it.
Now, do you do this because you don't have a huge channel, or you do this because it entertains you? Do you do this, RXL, because it gives you a passion to tell the people, you know, a censored, a super, super uncensored side of what they want to say?
I think it's actually his 11th step. That's why.
I've always been the emperor has no clothes type of person, where everybody sees this illusion, and they say, you know, they look the other way and they pretend they don't see it. And I'm just the one that says, hey, that emperor has no clothes, and I'm the bad guy for pointing it out, I guess.
You're telling me you're the emperor with no clothes,
You
and
know.
everybody sees you walking with a little dick? Is that what it is? Is that what you're trying
Good
to say?
lord. Good lord.
No, he knows.
If
You know
they
what he's
saw
talking
it,
about.
Trust me, Whiskey. Horses get jealous. Horses.
You know, I haven't seen any of your videos. There was actually one video that I had seen recently. And for anybody that doesn't know who this is, you have to go look at his profile. His profile is RXL248BBC 209. And I want you guys to know that if you go see his channel, it's him. It's nobody else but him. Now, does he have to be monetized? No, he doesn't give a fuck about being monetized. He just wants to be able to say stuff that nobody says out there. And I have to say something
say it.
to you.
You say it,
but
Whiskey.
I say it, but I say it in a professional way, and I try to say it because I'm building a brand. Now, RXL, I understand you're in a comfortable life right now. You have all the fragrances that the world wants to have. You have all the Creed line, and you have everything you want. You have a house. You have everything you want. You know, you're satisfied. So when you get onto YouTube, you like to say what I say, but in a different way. You say it more like, how can I say it? You say it more explicit. And if you were a rapper, they would call you Little XL, okay? Because this is what it is. Little Wayne, Little XL, Little whoever. Now, I have to say something over here. We have somebody I feel that's uncomfortable. Aram, do you feel by any chance uncomfortable that we have RXL here in the panel?
Absolutely not. Are you kidding me? There's a lot of things that I agree with him. You know, I'm glad I am. You know, I do agree. I respect a lot of the people that do call out the emperor has no clothes. You know, because they're being praised for what, and also because it's we should all be questioning, right? I do agree that sometimes he's a little harsh. You know, on his delivery, but his point. I agree with a lot of the things that he says. You know, when he questions, you know, even when he was talking about, I think when Kevin Samuels died, you know, there was a lot of things that he was pointing out that I kind of agree with. I know that he was very vocal about the stuff he was talking about. But
now wait, I have to cut you off big time, okay? Because Aram, I notice your physical appearance and the way you're talking right now. Remember, I'm a poker player, so and I notice that when you're looking around, when you're talking, you're kind of. I want you to know when you're speaking, you speak straight. Don't look around because then people think that you're just fucking lying. Okay.
Oh no, I'm not lying. No, I'm not lying. It's just that my dog is like running around right now trying to chase the
Okay.
cat. But no, but I was, but yeah, I respect that he goes ahead and he has his opinions about. There's my dog again. My opinions about what's it called, fragrance reviewers and any kind of shills and all that stuff, and then I calls it like it is. The delivery is the only part that sometimes what the words are could be a little bit too a little bit too harsh for some people. But the thing is that I don't ever want him to like disappear or anything like that, man. I think he should
None
say
of
what he
us.
says, and if you don't like it, you should leave.
Yeah,
You know?
none of us want him to disappear because he's a human being and he's a guy that I think, many people don't understand. He's not trying to start his brand, right, RXL? You're not trying to start a brand. Right, RXL? Hello?
Most people on here are not brands. They're just pretending to be. Or wishing they were.
Except me. Except me.
Well, let's not dig into that, Whiskey.
Can I just say,
Exactly.
Rick, if you don't mind, could you go back to where you were sitting just for a moment?
Yeah, do you like that or what?
I do.
Why? I'm not going to end up in your YouTube porn Rolodex, am I? Like those other videos you were watching.
You already are there. You already are there. But I just wanted to say, are you going to go back to that spot you were sitting?
Why? This is so weird of you.
Play along, man. Come on.
Where was he
I'm
sitting?
not your trained monkey.
Well,
You want me to perform tricks and dance for you?
hopefully the joke still lands, whether you're sitting in front of that
I'll tell you
brick
what,
wall.
get up and twerk, and I'll go sit back down, and I'll watch.
Hey, it's already on file.
Kevin will do it.
I'll pull it up right now. I got it.
I was going to say, why are you sitting in the same porch that Chris Tucker and Ice Cube were sitting on in the movie Friday?
I don't know. Maybe I live in the ghetto just like them.
It doesn't work as well when you don't actually sit in front of it. My timing's off. You know what?
It is.
I'm leaving. You know what? Forget it. I'm leaving, guys. I'll see you
No, man,
later.
come on. No, where you
No.
going? Where you going?
Don't go anywhere, money burner.
Yeah.
But you know what? This is a relaxing stream. I want you guys all to feel relaxed. I'm trying not to be a host, but there's something in me that just wants to ask RXL these things because I think many of you are misunderstanding that he does these videos because he doesn't give a fuck. He's not trying to build a brand because he doesn't give a fuck. This man is a man that's basically speaking, if many of you don't know, he kind of speaks truth in some of the posts that he does. Now, I don't see any of his posts. There's one post that he did was about a woman, and I stopped watching after that because I had an idea. I know what he was gonna say, and it doesn't make me a different man or a good man or a bad guy to know that I have an idea that he was trying to say certain bad things about a certain person. Now, he tends to do this a lot. Have you guys noticed this?
Why would you know this, though, if this person wasn't such a bad person?
I noticed this
Why
because...
would you know? Why would you
I
know what I was going to say?
I noticed this because the way you were saying it, and I say it in a different way. The way I say it is there's a woman out there that has stardom because she's the way she looks. She has stardom because she was on a TV show, and she has stardom because a lot of people know her from her supposedly celebrity status that she was with somebody. Now, there's no 100% proof that this girl that you're talking about was with, the guy of the fragrance community. There's no proof. It could have been just friends. It could have been just that. But we only saw one side, and the guy that's the biggest guy on the fragrance community is never gonna go on the live stream and say, yes, I was with her, I was with this girl, yes, I was, she's never gonna confirm it. We can only see one side. So when you were saying something about this girl, I tuned out and I exited the video because I knew what you were gonna say, but I say differently. And you heard how I said it. I said it a lot differently. You went on to like explicit, like a fucking. I mean, to me, I would have kept on watching it if you wouldn't have said, the words that you said. I think you said vagina and other things, whatever. The point of the matter is that I didn't see the whole thing, and a lot of people said bad things about you. And in the back of my head, I had an idea that the rest of the video was just bashing other people on your way, the way you do it. So I just want you guys to know that, he's a regular guy. He is different. And obviously, I don't think RXL you're ever going to get to 1,000 subscribers, and that's okay with you, right?
Oh, he will.
I've had about 10 channels, and many of them were over 1,000 subscribers.
Oh, okay.
Some
So,
over
okay.
a couple. Some
So
were
how many?
monetized.
like to
How many do you
confirm-
have now?
He,
Oh,
by the
like
way,
400. I don't make
Oh, okay.
content that will get subscribers. I make content that will repel more people than attract.
Gotcha.
I'd like to confirm that RXL is hung like a horse. But on that note, Rick, I'd appreciate it if you stopped sending me dick pics. I don't ask for them. I mean, they're a pleasant surprise and all that, but please, I think we've seen enough, and we're all impressed.
God
Kevin's
damn.
lying. He sends them to me. He's lying.
AM. I see that
Well-
you haven't said a word here.
No, I'm just thinking, there's a place for Rick because he's one of the first person that exposed this, at least to me, where Chaos Fragrance would hype these top 10 lists, right? And I'm like, oh, that sounds pretty good, right? And then next week he's selling them and getting commission off of them. So, Chaos Fragrance should just say, hey, guys, I'm going to show you this top 10 list. Next week, I'm going to get commission off of them. If you want to buy them, buy them. If you don't. But instead, he kind of plays like, oh, look, what a coincidence. The fragrance I was talking about last week is now on sale. And if you buy it through my website, you get a discount. And,
never noticed
RXL talking about people who probably don't have that much knowledge in fragrance. I think it's fair. And I do agree. I think the language is probably a little bit overboard.
Yeah. And
Well, definitely overboard. But
Yeah, I guess that's his style.
the content
because-
is not bad.
Yeah, it's his style. Obviously, you see, this is his style to put a dog taking a shit, new dog smell. That's his style. And obviously, I have said this. I think this is the fifth time I say it. He's not trying to start a brand. So for anybody that's out there that watches him, it's just to really see what somebody else wants to say and get rant. Like you rant. That's what it is, right? RXL, you rant.
Purposes, yes. But I got to cut you off for a second. You
Okay,
said
go.
something about stardom, popularity. I don't
Yes,
think
about the woman, about
subscriber
the woman
count
you were
of that
talking about.
person. I don't think the subscriber count of that person can be called popular or
No,
stardom.
I think you.
or
Wait,
fame.
I said the woman you were talking about has a little bit of stardom in her. The reason why I say stardom is because she was already on a TV
No pun
show.
intended.
Yeah, she was on a TV show. She was supposedly with somebody that was big, huge on fragrance community. And I say her, I don't say you. I
But she
say
was.
her.
There's a video
No,
of that.
she was with him. She admitted
there's-
that.
And there's video of them. He took them down.
Yeah, but okay, let's get real with it. Okay,
But
let's
she didn't
real
get
with it.
ghosted. He dumped her.
Okay, let's get real
she
with
lied.
it, okay, boys.
She lied.
Let's
That's
get
all it
real.
is.
Let's get real with it,
For
boys.
fame.
This is listen to here, okay? Listen here. Okay, when you see a story, when a cop pulls you over, he's gonna pull over you in the car. He's gonna see your story and the story of the person in the back seat. There's two stories to everything. You will never hear the stories of this guy. He's never gonna tell you if she was his or if she was just a friend or a side piece. That's all I have to say about that. And I want you guys to know that I don't think you guys have ever hit that note, because you know what? This guy's never going to go on a live stream and he's never going to say, yeah, she was officially my girl. She was officially my girl for 6 months or a year. He's never going to say that. So we can only see one side. You know what I mean?
So she either lied or she is a horrible person, right? One or the other.
Well, Aram knows her. She's with him, right?
I barely know her. I see that she's hustling. She's going to other places to she's networking and she's doing what she can. But she has what Melissa just said. In 3 months, she passed her in what she had in 8 years. She's popular. Hey, she's doing.
Well,
what
she knows
she's
more
doing.
about fragrances than Melissa. That's why.
Oh.
Does she?
I'm just kidding.
No, we all
No, but
know.
that's the thing. It's
we
I
all
love
know.
you, Melissa. I'm just busting your balls.
It's like there's space for RXL to have his opinions, man. And there's space for Erica to go and hustle and do what she's doing. I have no problem with either one of them. I think RXL's funny. I accept those couple things, whatever. But I do subscribe to him, and there's a lot of stuff I agree with him. Other things, like even before this stuff, but he's able to change his mind. Shit. Not to say that he called Izza anything, because I know he didn't. I don't think he did. But shit, he wasn't the biggest fan. He wasn't. Let me just finish.
Okay.
He wasn't the biggest. He wasn't the biggest fan of Izza, but now they talk, and it's all good, So he's not a monster, at least not in my opinion.
Now, which Izza are you talking about? Because I know there's two Melissas. Which one are you talking about?
Strawberry.
Okay, we're talking about the younger girl that's 20-something. So if he did say something about her, I have no idea. I just know that there's a lot of people out here that do watch my stream, and I do tend to say my opinion. Usually my opinion sees both sides. I try to get in the middle and tell you guys my opinion on a person. I think Issa is very young, and I think she has contributed a lot to the community. I don't know her past. And Strawberry Shortcake, who we're referring to right now with Aram, but earlier we were talking about a different woman, and that different woman is that's what I was saying. She's just a model, and she's using her appearance, and she's using her networking skills. Yeah, she used to be a model. She used to be a model.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, she used to be a model, so she's using all that together onto her channel, and that's how she's growing. And kudos to her and anybody else that decides to do that.
But
what
Rick,
happened to that modeling career?
But RXL's bringing up a good point, and the thing is that I think what he's trying to do is give perspective to the people that are here, because there's a lot of egos and big people with big heads, and he's just kind of going in and popping those big heads, and that's the things that I kind of agree with, man. He's the neutralizer, and there's a lot of people with big egos that just need their heads to be popped, and I think RXL's that pin.
Yeah, you definitely RXL, you definitely do that.
He was a cup checker before you joined, Reaper.
Exactly, he was the original cup checker.
You used the word model, Reaper, but didn't she in fact abandon her modeling career because she couldn't be a model because they told her she was, in her words, not mine, too big?
Let me just put you a little bit of a little. We're on the same page here, RXL. You just definitely say it a little bit more explicit. I don't follow her, okay, because
I'll be back in a second.
I don't follow her because I don't think a person that has ever really done fragrances in the past should be able to be how can I say it? Should be able to get the spotlight that they have. But kudos to her. It's great. I don't follow her because I only follow people that are really, really, they know their fragrances for 10 years or maybe even 20 years or vintage fragrances, whatever. You know what I mean? I see her being great with what she does, and kudos to her again. But yes, definitely, she does take her appearance
and
to
what
a
is
different
that
scale.
That she does? What is it that she does? I'm just curious what you
right now. What she does right now. Well, what she does right now is she's trying to promote fragrances that many people don't even talk about. So she's getting fragrances that many people aren't talking about right now, and she's trying to build it around what she can grab and what people don't talk about. And I think she does great in editing. She does great in showing other people in person. I think she's ran into people in South Beach to really get them to nose it out, and it's great for her to do that. It's all great, but I'm still not gonna follow her because I can't really, there's nothing there for me to learn, I try to follow people that I can learn and get a little bit more ambitious, get a little bit more of my mind tuned into, like Rudy. Rudy does an intro that I always look at, and this is why I follow Rudy. This is why I follow anybody that's out there that's really trying to be artistic. And she's just trying to build a channel. And that's all I see.
What are these fragrances that she talks about that a lot of people aren't talking about? Because I see quite the opposite. I mean, I'm pretty sure people that follow fragrance content knows about Versace blue jeans and Dolce & Gabbana and Jeremy fragrances.
So this is the thing. Videos. So this is the thing, RXL. There's a difference between you and her. Okay, she is trying to build a channel, and when you build a channel, you have to only go with fragrances that people are commercialized known for. Like there's fragrances outlet like Dior. Why do you think Jeremy, that guy that we're talking about, why do you think he talks about fragrances that anybody can buy? He doesn't talk about niches too much. He talks about commercial marketing fragrances because they get the clicks, they get the views, and this is why people that start small get big fast, because you're going to the world, and you're showing them fragrances around the world that people can buy, just like Dior, just like Dolce & Gabbana, just like Armani. And the reason why I'm telling you this, RXL, because I'm trying to build a brand myself. I'm trying to figure out what people like.
But a minute ago, you said the complete opposite, that they were fragrances nobody's talking about.
Yeah, nobody's talking about, because nobody right now wants to talk about those fragrances. Many people want to talk about niche fragrances. Why do you think I watch Rudy? Because he talks about niche fragrances that nobody talks about. And I love it when Rudy speaks about like fragrances that cost $200, $180. And I love that about Rudy. This is why I follow him. This is why I gave him a wrench, because I think he's an inspiration to a lot of people out there that you can be an artist. You get what I mean, Arcel?
But you're saying two completely opposite things. You're saying they are mainstream fragrances that everybody has and will continue to talk about.
Yes.
But then you're saying she's talking about fragrances that nobody's talking about. I mean, it's one of those, but which one?
I'm saying that Rudy is talking about niche fragrances, and I'm saying that this other girl is talking about commercialized fragrances that everybody's talking about. Look, if you guys. But
earlier you said no, she was doing fragrances nobody's talking about.
Do you guys Well, I gotta ask Aram, because you know what? I'm
What's
actually. Up? Did you understand what I meant? Because I want to make sure that I said it right.
I'm trying to follow, because the only Erica's videos that I saw were pretty mass appealing. I remember the last one was that she was testing out like blue jeans or whatever.
Okay,
and she was dogging Dracar Noir, which I don't like, or Koros, and I don't like. So
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. She's picking out fragrances that people can buy at the stores, like the pharmacy stores,
mainstream stuff. Okay.
Mainstream stuff. She's attacking mainstream stuff. I said commercialized fragrances because this is what I tend to say. I can't completely officially say it the right way, RXL. So I hope you understand my cryptic words, what I'm trying to say. She talks about mainstream fragrances, and that's how you get the clicks. This is how people build their channels, and she's trying to build her channel around fragrances that I don't care for. This is why I don't follow her, because I know how these fragrances smell like. It's just pointless to me.
To be fair to her, though, and even Jeremy, they're onto something, because most people are into fragrances like we are. They just want to go and smell good and, get the quote unquote penny droppers. And even from my experience, I think I've told you my wife doesn't like most of my fragrances, but what does she like? She likes the one. She likes Acqua di Gio Profondo. She likes Sauvage Elixir, right? She likes those mainstream fragrances. And my family too, or friends, if I tell them, what do you think about this? If I pull out something niche, like even Creed Viking, which is not that, I like it, right? People are like, it's okay. But you pull out, it's like Dolce & Gabbana, the one. And so for Erica, she's trying to really appeal to simps. And I don't mean that in a negative way, right? Like, if you got some talent, use it.
Yeah, I think RXL, I have to let you know, there is a big market for rookies. Okay, rookies, there's a huge market in rookies. Mainly, there's going to be 70% of rookies watching reviews, because most of them want to know about a fragrance. Also a whiskey, there's going to be a huge, like a 65% amount of people that look at whiskeys because they don't know about whiskey, and they want to know the best ones. So when it comes to fragrances that are, what did you say, Aram? You said commercialized. No, you said something else.
Designer.
Mainstream designer, yeah. And she's highlighting those, but
and we
the
know
simps,
about
right?
It. No, it's not for the simps.
It is for the simps.
Okay, I think it is.
No,
it's for the simps.
no.
Like, let's say I know anything about fragrance, and I'm an incel. I'll go and I see this beautiful woman talk about whatever she talks about, Dolce & Gabbana, light blue intense, whatever, and I'm like, man, she likes it, and I'm having a hard time with the ladies. I'll buy it.
Yeah, and you know what?
There we go.
Is,
Was that difficult to say or to admit?
Well, that's AM, right? He admitted that.
Whiskey.
That's different. No, I'm not admitting to that. I'm trying to. No. I think what I'm trying to say is that.
It's not content for simps.
No, it's a content for rookies, and you guys are saying simps because people know the word in the live streams. But simps, to me, would be more like a rookie that doesn't know about fragrances and that really wants to hear somebody. Usually they listen to reviews, and they listen to a guy that they think is suited up, right? And who's the only one in the fragrance community that's suited up? You know who it is. So when they go to a woman's channel that she's pretty, they want to hear the most commercialized fragrances that they can get, like Dior and all these ones that we know about. But they don't talk about niche fragrances because you're not going to get the clicks. You understand? We here know about niche fragrances. Niche fragrances have better ingredients. They have better oils. They're a lot more money. They're 200 and up. And most of the simps, when you guys call them simps, what I call them rookies and beginners in fragrances, they don't want to purchase a $200 item or $300 item. Does that make sense now, RXL?
It makes sense. I just think you're using the wrong definition. I think you're misunderstanding her audience and who she's appealing to.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, boys, I don't even follow her, okay? I don't follow her, so...
Reaper, let me just go in because I like what Vincent said about 10 minutes ago. Is when Erica first arrived, I was waiting for a Velma 2.0 situation. But to be fair, she's been a good sport, taken and given back banter on the live streams. And I think that's one thing that I respect about Erica is that the hustle and the fact that she has been going on live streams and she has been promoting and trying to go on other people's platforms and stuff like that. And she's had thick skin and a lot of the stuff, a lot of the criticism. And that's one thing I have been respecting is a lot of people's hustle, and whether it's going to be rookies or simps or whatever that you want to call it, that's going to be her following. She's doing what she needs to do to be successful, and she's using whatever assets she has.
Yeah,
and,
I think so.
just like the Fragrance Apprentice did with this movie, right? He took advantage of the fans that he has, and I'm looking around, but I don't care if they don't believe me or not. He took advantage of the fragrance of the fans that he did have, and he said, you know what, this guy does a content that is very cinematic, and he's always done like films. So why not? Hey, you want to support me for a dream I had? Why not? And maybe Erica's doing the same shit, But of course, she's using a different type. I know she took a kind of a leap with the whole Jeremy thing, but that's the only thing, And I think she's also said that she doesn't know fragrances that well, and this is kind of her journey of learning also, But,
yeah, and I think that's something that I didn't really say because I don't have to say that. I'm pretty sure that you guys know that she's new at fragrances, and anybody that's listening to me would already think, okay, you're talking about a newbie into fragrance, and yes, she's a newbie and she's doing really good because I said this already because of her appearance and her track record on episodes of the show she was in, and she does have followers. Listen to this. She does have followers. She'll get a good amount of people subscribing, and kudos to her. I think anybody that's trying to do YouTube and really trying to hustle, doing whatever it is, even you're talking about the worst fragrance in the world and you're getting clicks, hey, kudos to you, We're all different people. I'm not going to follow because that's just what it is. I don't care, but I know many other people do. Do you want to say anything, RXL, to that?
I agree with what you're saying, but a lot of people are offended to say it. A lot of people
I didn't say anything offensive.
That out. A lot of people think because I point that out, like I have some kind of problem with it. I have no problem with selling sex or sex workers or.
But you see what I said there. But wait. Wait, you see what I said there, right? Like I said it in a professional way, the best professional way that I can actually reach out to somebody and explain it. Now, I don't want you to say all the things that you said on the video. I want them to see it, if anything. But it's nothing that I would ever see again. But I just want to let you know, me and you say almost the same thing, except I say it in a different way. I say it in a nicer way because there's no need to really extend my words to the point that I'm just deteriorating the woman. She's doing an amazing job. She's doing a great job, more than many other men out there doing the hustle. You get what I mean, RXL? Like I want you to understand. This woman is a woman, and she's doing her best. You don't know how much money she's making. She's probably not even making money right now. She's trying to make money. So you kind of have to understand that there's people out there that do YouTubes and they tried their best. You don't have to follow them, but they tried the best to build something and make money, because sometimes they don't even have a job, and they think YouTube is the way for them to actually free up expand their whole, whatever it is, their business or whatever. So I'm just telling you, RXL, that it's great to see that you have your own opinion, but yeah, like, it's just, we say the same thing, we just, except I don't say it the way that you say it.
Well, I think some of the things you said, I think we just see them a little differently. Like, YouTube is not network television, it's public access television. You have all these people pretending to be television stars when they're really just the kooky old guy who's paid his money for his public access cable spot.
You see, that's
to be celebrities.
That's a thing Reaper does. I mean, that's what RXL does, man. It's just kind of like, let's put some perspective here, man. And I do like that about RXL, that he does do that. He gives his opinion and be like, wait a minute, let's just kind of simmer down a little bit, Now
we have another opinion backstage, okay? Now this other opinion is going to be great, because this is an opinion that I haven't seen before, and it's great to have somebody here to really throw in. I'm trying not to be a host here, boys. I'm trying not to be a host.
I want to say something like
do it. Just host.
Wait. AM, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to bring somebody in here. And Anuj, he's going to be in the panel right now. Hello, Anuj.
Anuj, what's going on?
What's up, man?
How's it going, Aram? Rick?
How you doing, man?
AM, Whiskey, how are you guys?
How's it going?
Good, man.
Yeah, it's going great. Sunday, nice, peaceful, quiet Sunday. Looks like same for all you guys as well, too, right?
Yeah. It's great. It's going amazing. So tell me, Anuj, do you have any opinion on anything that we were talking about just now?
I actually don't know what exactly you're talking. I just, I've been in and out.
Okay, so I'm gonna bring it to you guys. Now I'm gonna be a host, because I didn't want to be a host.
Wait, let me give my opinion on Erica real quick.
Okay, go.
So when she first said she got ghosted, I actually saw the video, and she said, I got ghosted by a famous fragrance reviewer. And when she said what happened, she basically said, he called me, he said he wanted nothing to do with me, and that was it. So I was like, that's not ghosted, you just got dumped, right? I mean, it was harsh, but you got dumped. And it kind of got on my nerves. But now that she's out there, I actually kind of think it was brilliant marketing, right? Because if you just say, hey, this guy dumped me, that's it. But if you have a title that says I got ghosted, and then she's actually taking advantage of that with Hustle. So, we've been kind of hard on Erica, but I have to give her credit for that. That was a good marketing ploy.
Now, officially, AM, I don't want to bring it to light, but officially, I think it wasn't her that said that. I think it was somebody else.
No, she had a post saying I got ghosted. She did the video.
Yeah, but I think it was more somebody else that said that, and I think many of you know who that is. He was the one that introduced everybody to her live stream. I think it was, but this is just me talking of what I might think of, the game plan of what the other guy has. So we're talking about somebody else.
Didn't she do a video labeled like that?
Yeah, she did.
That was literally the name of.
She did the video, and then after that, and then Dan reached out, I think, afterwards.
Okay. Maybe I'm wrong, and it's great that you guys say that I'm wrong, okay? So, Anuj, we were talking about a woman that is in the fragrance community that only speaks about certain commercial, I'm going to say commercial fragrances like Dior and Armani and Gucci, Dolce & Gabbana and stuff like that, and women fragrances that everybody talks about. So we're talking about this girl and basically saying that, you know what, she's growing really quick, and everybody's telling me that certain things that I'm saying about her is right or wrong. So I want to hear your point of view on her. What do you think of somebody that's striving to be, somebody on YouTube?
So I'm going to assume you guys are talking about Oda Erica, right? What AM was talking about?
Yeah.
It's hard for, how do I put this? I come in a different aspect in the bubble, not outside of the bubble. Like, I work in the industry. Right.
Okay.
So yes. It's kind of two-faced for me to give a shit opinion on someone, to say, they're doing their channel in this way and that way, because someone could turn around and do the same thing to me and say, look at this. Like, I genuinely try to tell people that I enjoy jumping on these streams and chats because I enjoy it, but I can completely understand where many people will say this fucking guy is just running on the streams because he's trying to promote his business, or he's just simping and trying to advertise and pimp himself out there. I can see that, and I would never argue with someone if they said that, because I can see that argument, right? Yes. I say if some person is out there hustling and making money, and she's doing what she's doing, and she's not committing a crime as long as she's paying her taxes. The fuck do I care?
That's exactly what I've been saying. I think it's great of her doing whatever she's doing. But I guess what people here are telling me is that, like, she's talking about fragrances that we already know about, you know? She's talking about the fragrances that nobody really wants to talk about, really, you know what I mean, Anuj?
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Like, because, look, for me personally, if you're just talking about my personal opinion, I get fed up of mainstream designer brands because that's how I my business back and got more into the vintage thing, because I got fed up of the amount of new launches coming out way too quick and way too fast. We could probably extrapolate it to any industry about products. Just, you know, people just want instant gratification, right? They want something. They want a new phone, a new watch, a new sneaker, a new sports card, a new this, a new that. You know, they get bored and fed up quickly. Today, you know, there was a little bit more anticipation between new products that came out. So back in the day, fragrances, the launches were like 10 years apart. And then after a few years, they became 5 years apart, and then a year apart, and then months apart. And now it feels like it's like a weekly or daily thing. And it's just, it becomes like so overwhelming. So I get fed up of mainstream designer talk of fragrances in too much. A little bit, yeah, but then I get bored of it. So I don't do and have a lot of knowledge about niche and independent fragrances. But one thing I love getting into this community is I get to learn about it.
Definitely.
You know, that's what. I'm sorry, Anuj, for interrupting.
Hey, before you say anything, Aram, I have to say something. Look, welcome to the show, Anuj. I'm sorry I didn't give you that beautiful intro that I usually do.
It's all good. Thanks for having me.
Ain't no problem. So, Aram, you were saying something. Aram.
I think that it's great to have Anuj here because he gives that different aspect, you know, where I think that RXL comes into aspect of the consumer. Like, let's see how full of shit you are. Where Anuj is saying, hey, you know what? This is a business. Let's understand it. Let's see what we could do to sell, because that's the industry he is in, you know? So it's good to have that balance of somebody calling bullshit and when I'm saying, hey, you know what? This is what the game is. And you know what? You know, and this is what this person's going to be doing in order to be successful, right? So, I mean, I understand Anuj's point of view, and I also RXL's, you know, and I think there's room for both of them, you know? And I think that it's very interesting to have them both on to ask them about that, because they're coming from two totally different point of views. You know?
Yes.
So,
and you know what, boys? I have to tell you the status. I've been looking at facts and stuff on Google before I talk shit. I have to make sure to look at all these facts. Did you guys know there's more rookies and beginners that look at videos than real people from the fragrance community? Did you guys know this? Because there's a huge stat online that you could look up that there are people that are getting into fragrances. There are people that don't know about fragrances. There are rookies out there that are looking into fragrances that don't even know that there's a fragrance community. Did you guys know this?
Well, YouTube is like when you open up the YouTube app and everyone, all of us, you know, at night when you're in bed or whatever, if you don't have a book, you open up YouTube just to go down the rabbit hole, and you know, maybe you'll start looking at those short videos come up.
Yes.
And you know, I guess their analytics use where they just start extrapolating off what they think, what they see that you're always watching. So if you're watching a lot of food stuff, and then somebody has a channel that does food with something else, if that comes, then if some guy is doing food paired with wine, all of a sudden a week later, you'll start seeing a lot more wine shorts. And then if some guy is doing wine with cigars, you'll start seeing a lot more cigar videos. And that's how people will, you know, so I don't know anything about cigars, but I'll like click on to say, hey, what's that? So that's how that happens. At least that's how I think it happens.
No, that's how it happens.
I'm thinking that our iPhones are listening to all of us, and whatever we say something, it's just like basically popping up all over the place.
No, that's definitely what it is.
That makes sense to me, Reaper, because I'm kind of addicted to live streams, and I go to different fragrance live streams, and you pretty much see the same people. You know, there's some overlap, right? But you see a lot of the same people, and people who are into fragrances that are on YouTube, I would say maybe 1,000 who are like really hardcore into it. So it makes sense that the majority of people who buy fragrances are kind of like noobs, just people who just want to smell good and buy one or two fragrances and move on with their life.
Oh, definitely. And what you guys were talking about is the systems. There's like an AI system that's going to be controlling everybody's phone. I mean, they're controlling the phones now. Our cell phones, our smartphones. YouTube has some of that. They have an algorithm that's going to push you onto what you like. If you only like shorts, it's only going to show you shorts. This is how it is. This is why when you start a YouTube channel, if you start only with shorts, your videos are never going to get clicks because YouTube only shows the shorts or the live streams. This is what happens in YouTubers all the time.
You know what was good about Jeremy Fragrance? He appealed to that market you were talking about, those noobs, those people new to fragrance.
Yes.
But the difference is he wasn't another noob. He actually knew something about the fragrances. And even if he didn't, he's quite entertaining. He has a lot of energy. He offers something.
So it's funny
when
you say
others
this.
offer nothing.
So it's funny you say this, RXL, because now we're on the same page. So you said that this man attacks all the noobs, all the beginners. And who do you think right now, the woman that's really doing that, who else? She, I think, using the playbook of Jeremy, and I think it's great. I think kudos to her, and this is what I'm trying to explain to you, RXL. I think she's attacking all the newbies and all the new players that are coming into the fragrance community that want to look for a fragrance. Do you guys not believe in this?
Who's attacking what? Sorry.
Erica. Okay?
I think maybe he means targeting, like you said.
Targeting.
Yeah.
Yes, targeting.
Yeah.
Targeting. Do you guys believe in this? This is something that's great to talk about, you know, Dior and fragrances. Now, you have to see a point of view of, you know, the people that click on your videos. Do you think it's a good tactic?
Yeah, if you want to grow your channel, you know, I mean, the thing, I think what RXL was talking about, like, if let's just say he doesn't know jack shit about the fragrances, at least he's entertaining. And I think he's saying that although Erica might be new to it, she's not entertained. Is that what you're saying, RXL?
I'm saying that, which is fine. She could be boring as hell if she knew about fragrances, but she doesn't know about that either. I don't feel that she's targeting noobs or new people, because then she would like know about the fragrances and try to introduce them to them. But she does know how to put on a very tight top.
I think that's all women, right? All women like to put on tight tops. I think most of the women out here, I mean, the women that I've had on my show, RXL, I know you haven't been watching, but most of these women, they have been trying to do the same thing that Erica does. They want to get the attention. They want you to listen. Trust me, if I was a woman, I would be wearing the same top because I'm trying to get people to listen to me. Okay, and
you're gonna wear a low cut. You're gonna get
low cut.
But to be fair, it's hot in Miami. That might be
it is hot.
Well, Reaper, you're. I mean, maybe a lot of them do, but like Melissa's in the chat. She doesn't do that. You know.
Melissa's not a single woman, so maybe it's a little bit different. I think Melissa is already on a different level game than some of these young. I'm gonna say young because I think this girl's in her 30s or 20s. Melissa's, you know, I think in her 40s. Whatever. The point of the matter is that Melissa is in a different ball game, and she's already a mature woman, and she knows that she can talk about a fragrance and not care if she gets only 100 views, 500 views. You know what I mean? Like, there's a different ball game there, if that makes sense.
I'm gonna super chat you more if you wear a low cut shirt, okay, Reaper?
No, I'm not Dan. I'm not Dan. Okay, I'm not Dan. I'm not Dan. Okay, boys, this is what it is. And today has turned into from a lounge and relaxing to like really going. You guys are going deep on this. Do you guys want to talk? Is there a subject that you guys really want to talk about that we can? Because we have different opinions here, and we have literally every opinion possible on this panel right now. Is there something you guys want to talk about that we can talk about right now?
I think it's good to have lots of different opinions about every topic.
Yes.
I mean, otherwise, what the hell, right? I mean, like, you know, you know how like when you have like a circle of friends, and then if like one guy is doing something bad in his life, and if you just become a yes man to defend him and just let it slide, you're not being a real friend, right?
You're not being a friend. You're not.
If someone is overeating or he's drinking too much or he starts doing too much drugs or he's talking shit to his woman or whatever, and you just let it slide and go ha ha. But the real friend is the one that takes him to the corner, not embarrasses him on purpose in front of a group, but you take him to the corner and you just slap him a couple times, like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah. And you tell him, look, you may not like what I'm telling you, but I'm telling you because I give a shit, because I care about you, right?
Yeah, and Anuj, you're 100% right, because there's a difference between friends and followers, right? You know, people that have follow you on your social media, whatever, and they're friends. You know, I mean, a lot of the criticisms I've had about people, I've done them backstage or I've done them on the phone. You know, because I don't want to embarrass them on stream. You know, and so I mean, so and that's the thing. And some people are like, hey, you know what? The streams or whatever, they don't care and they'll go ahead and criticize. But I agree with you. You know, there's some people that it's good to just be upfront with them, be like, hey, you know what, this is what I don't like, and this is just my opinion, right? This is my opinion, and this is from my point of view as your friend, this is what I think is what you're doing wrong or right, or whatever. So I agree with you, Nuge. You know, different.
Money Burner, welcome to the panel again for the 10th time in a row. Thank you for being here.
Now he's out.
and this is, I don't mind because I know he's going to come back, but that's his thing, you know. But I see him backstage again. I'm going to put him on. Here we go. Yeah. How's it going, Money Burner?
What's up, guys?
So did you like now we have another opinion here. So did you like everything that we were talking about?
I liked it. I loved it. You know what? I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
You're being sarcastic?
Have you guys ever tried this one?
I can't tell when Kevin's playing or not.
You can see the sarcasm just oozing through the screen.
Kevin, what do you think about this one?
Oh, fucking top 10 all time. It's amazing. Works every time, everywhere, no matter what. It's a beautiful fragrance.
And the crazy part is that you could talk about this for 2 weeks straight and you'll get the views. This is what we're talking about because it's a fragrance that anybody can get. It's a fragrance that's commercialized. I say commercialized. I forgot what the word you guys used. But this is a fragrance. Mainstream. This is a mainstream fragrance that everybody can get. And this is what I talk about, what we were just talking about. You know, you can start a YouTube. You can talk about these mainstream fragrances. And yes, many of us that are in the community know that these are like whatever. You know, we don't give a damn because we know how they smell like. We're all about the niche fragrances, you know. But it will get the views. And this is what we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen. We were talking about how the fragrance community knows the difference between niche and mainstream fragrances. And many times when we see people out there, okay, when we see people out there talking about mainstream fucking fragrances, we're goddamn sick of it. You know, I'm sick of it. This is why I don't follow certain people. Okay, I'm going to calm down. I'm not a host.
Can I just say, AM and I have the exact same head shape? Look at that.
Let me see.
We're both
holy shit.
I'm losing though.
You're all right, man. You're all right.
Fuck's sake.
I'm gonna start getting on Rogaine, see if it helps.
We have the same shape of head.
This head looks the same to me. Okay, this head looks the same to me. That's my personal opinion.
No, see, that's the problem, Reaper. You're looking at features. You're looking at
Anuj has the same color as me. He has the same color as me. I'm like a tan, and then RXL has the dookie over here, straight dookie thing here. But you see what I mean, guys? This is what I'm talking about right now. You see how we're all getting along here? We're all getting along here. Okay, we're all getting along in my channel. Now, there are other channels that divide other people, and I personally feel that that's their right to do whatever they want. You know, I think it's upon them. If they want to divide a community, do whatever you want. If that's what you like, you do that. Here in my channel, I try to reunite every one of you on here and hear your point of views and your opinions. What do you guys think of people trying to divide other people like gang life? What do you think of that?
Anybody's I think Kevin said that last time, and I think it's bullshit. I think it's stupid to have any kind of cliquish kind of, oh, you know what, it's you're on our team or whatever. You can't be on that team, and that's why it's like, you know, Reaper, you know, there's a lot of people that don't like you, but I don't care. You know, I'm going to form my own opinion. I'm an individual. Same thing with RXL. You asked me if I was uncomfortable being here. No, I'm not. I'm not. On the contrary, I'm glad he's here. You know, and I like conversation. I like to form my own opinion, and I'm just not going to be on the blue or red side just because.
Exactly. And I know RXL, I see you holding, like you want to say something so bad. I see you with your hands clenched up. I want to hear you, but remember, try to lower your tone. Don't be explicit, please. I don't want to have to edit this. I'm not good at editing yet, okay, RXL? So if you want to say something, you're welcome to say it now, but tone down the explicit content that you want to say.
I don't think I've said anything explicit so far, have I?
No, but you can say it now. We were talking about clicks. What do you think of clicks in the fragrance community or in communities themselves? Is it okay to see other people really be out there getting people together and saying, you know what, you shouldn't go to that channel. You shouldn't watch him. You shouldn't even get near him. What do you think of this, RXL?
I think some channels are dying because of this.
Right.
And the don't talk to this person, don't watch this person is a desperate last attempt, like a drowning person desperately trying to gasp air, but they can't. And I wouldn't worry about those channels because they're dying slowly, but they are soon dead, and we won't have to worry about them. Most of us aren't worried about them now.
I sure am not, because I'm here with you guys, and I don't give a damn what's going on anywhere else. But I will tell you, RXL, I do know that you're blocked in certain places, and I told you many times you're never blocked here. I don't block anybody, even the haters that hate me. I never block it. What do you think of that? Do you really see something wrong with the people that block you, RXL?
I don't see anything wrong. I see somebody so sensitive, so offended, so unable to deal with what comes with the internet. They probably are too weak-minded to even be on it. So I really, I wouldn't say I feel sorry for them. I just see them as the weak, pathetic human beings that they are. I've never blocked anybody.
You should make a shirt. You should make a shirt of that, okay? Because you always say the weak, pathetic human beings that they are. I've seen you say it so many times. You should make a shirt. And you know what? I think you can build yourself a little channel there and not get, what is it? You always have to expand your channels. I think you should definitely, if you tone it down just a little bit, you can do something with yourself. And I know you don't want to do that, but yeah, man, I really like your opinion. I really do like your opinion, RXL. Now, I got to ask something to Money Burner, because Money Burner, I have learned that he only shows up in summertime and then he's out. In wintertime, he's gone. Why is this happening to you, Money Burner? Is this something that you leave? Is it a Canadian thing? Anuj, I'm not talking to you, Anuj. I know you're Canadian. Is there something that you tend to leave the live stream of the fragrance community? Money Burner, is this a reason?
We're much like brown bears and grizzly bears, that we hibernate.
Did you guys hear him?
I come to feed on the hearts of members in the summertime, and I eat their hearts. I eat their hearts.
Holy shit, man!
Whiskey.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead, RXL.
I had a question for Whiskey. Do you feel nowadays masculinity is being attacked and men are being conditioned to be women? And do you think that's bled over into the fragrance community? Because I know of another live stream of pure betas and people that are lighting the loafers, if you get my drift.
Yeah, 100%. This is happening here in America. And you know what? This is why I try to preach whenever I can that you all men are born different, okay? You all men aren't women. You all men are born with a dominant figure. Like you all men have to understand there's a reason why you are built the way you are. There's a reason why you're able to make the muscles at the gym compared to other people. You have to acknowledge yourself that you are a man that can literally help anybody out. If there's a fire, you can go to the fire and help out whatever woman is there, whatever man that doesn't want to, help somebody. You get what I mean? Like you men, all of you men that are here, you have to understand that you are one of a kind. You guys are the reason why, there was wars back in the days and they only used men. They never used women and they never used the weak soldiers. They always used the best soldiers back in the days. Okay. And this happens now. Nowadays, I think most of us are kind of with the social media. And I think the social media has changed a little bit of how most of us men really act, because some of us, well, not me, but I notice is some people are different the way they talk. They're different the way they act. And it all starts in social media. This has happened in the last decade. And I feel that the fragrance community, I have said this many times, there are a lot of men out there that don't act accordingly to what I am used to seeing a man to be, like masculine. You understand what I mean,
Reaper,
boys?
I just wanted to say, I'm a little bit concerned and I'm a little worried right now because just now you were talking about muscles and you gripped your bicep. And I noticed that your finger and your thumb met when you were grabbing your bicep. I'm a little bit worried. Are you getting enough milk? Are you getting enough iron?
What are you talking about? What are you talking
Calcium.
about?
No, his hands are big. It's not that his arms are small.
My hands are huge. My hands are huge, man.
Right. I forgot.
Okay, I have big hands, man. I really can grip. I can grip your face. I can grip your face.
So I think Reaper's talking. I'm sorry, not Reaper. RXL's just talking about masculinity, whether it's being attacked,
yes.
right?
Yes.
So
there's a movie about these female soldiers, these warriors. Have you guys heard of that movie yet?
G.I. Jane?
Star Wars.
Star Wars. Wonder Woman?
No. It's a movie about this group of soldiers. It's from the same lady that's in Black Panther. It's a movie about these women soldiers. They're like a tribe, and it's all women that fought.
I think I heard about something like that on social media.
Yeah, but the movie, because I think an agenda is being pushed, is historically inaccurate. And what they don't tell you is how the women ended up getting slaughtered by men, and how even when they were recruited to fight as soldiers by other countries, they shot from their hip because they were too weak to fire a weapon from their shoulders.
Were their vaginas ripped?
I don't know. Had they made Jeremy Fragrance at that point?
Jeremy Fragrance.
You guys are funny. But yeah, I think the masculinity is being attacked over here, and it's mainly on social media, and then it's going upon really societies, and different people are really acting a lot different nowadays. I think it's something that I think ever since social media got huge, I think it's when it started up. And I don't know, do you guys think this? Do you guys think social media has a big effect on many things that you're dealing with, the lifestyle you guys are dealing with? Because, many of you hold a phone. Many of you guys read messages. Like, messages would be like a Twitter tweet, a news thing that would be put on the internet. Do you guys read all these and change the way you act?
I got something related to that. So, we were talking about influencers. Now we're talking about social media.
Yes.
And I have a question for the panel. See what you guys think. So there's some YouTube channels out there. I think SoCal Fragrance is one. Just Erica, where they have women smell fragrances and then say, okay, this is a sexy fragrance. I would like to see this fragrance on my man, right? What do you think would happen if let's say how much influence social media has. Let's say there was a fragrance like Ming the Dynasty or Curls, right? And all of a sudden, women just started, they got paid and they started saying they love this fragrance. And normally most guys would be like, it's not for me. Do you think those guys would start wearing it?
Absolutely.
These guys are masculine enough to say, no,
absolutely. Absolutely. I
it's
think
already happening.
It's already, yeah, I think absolutely. In fact, the way I got into this fragrance stuff was because there was a friend of mine. She was just like, hey, Aram, I don't smell you. And I'm like, what are you talking about? You don't smell? She goes, yeah, go get a cologne or whatever. I'm like, all right, fine, I'll go get a cologne. And it was her, Amanda, my friend Amanda. She was just the one that just said, hey, go look for it. And then I went, and it was Bulgari, Aqua, Marine, or whatever, my first one. But it was her that said, hey, you know what? Let me go out and get a fragrance. It wasn't on my own. So yeah,
but see, that's a pleasant scent, though. I'm talking about something that you smell and you say this smells horrible, but I'm going to wear it anyways.
Yes, I think that it'll alter the way guys would. It would definitely be a marketing thing that definitely would work. I think, in my opinion, that if they say, you know what, if women, guys want to get laid, man. I mean, what are we talking about here, man? I mean, if they're going to use every advantage they could to get laid, of course they're going to use that. And I think the majority of them will. Especially if they're going to be coerced or kind of like targeted to from a very pretty girl. Why not? So yeah, I think so.
So you guys are basically saying right now that TikTok, Twitter, Snap, I don't know what Snapchat, but Instagram, they can all influence a guy from getting a fragrance right now in 2022. Is that what you guys saying?
People are sheep. And it doesn't even have to be social media. I can rewind this 20 years ago. There was a little known obscure Italian house called Aquilina. They launched a fragrance called Pink Sugar. So basically, it was their version of what a fragrance would smell like, a cotton candy would smell like, caramel, vanilla, sweet. What happened that summer? It launched in 2003 or 2004 in Italy. In the Greater Toronto area, we have a huge Italian Canadian population, massive. So every summer, you'd have teenagers and families with teenagers who would travel back to Italy in the summer, and then they'd come back with all the latest fashion stuff to spread the gospel to their friends. We went to Italy and we saw this new type of purse, this new type of shoe, this new type of food, or this new type of fragrance. So that summer in 2005, it came back like wildfire with this fragrance, Aquilina Pink Sugar, and it took off like a mofo. It went off like wildfire. And this was before the age of YouTube and all this, right? But it was the word of mouth spread. And it like, if you smell the fragrance, it's just like smelling cotton. It smelled like the smell of just pure sugar to your face. So
I remember that one.
Aaron, you remember that, right?
I remember
Pink
that one.
sugar
Yeah.
was huge in Toronto.
It
Every
had
girl
about
wore it.
a year and a half where it sold like nobody's business, just in that small little time frame. But it was because it spread like wildfire. But what happened was people were coming back, and especially if it was a good-looking Italian teenager or a young 22-year-old who came back from Toronto, came back from vacation on Italy, and started telling her friends when they went out partying in the summer, I smelled this thing and it's the hottest new thing in Italy. People would come into the retail stores. We want picture. We want, and they would just buy it. Even if they knew it fucking smelled like shit, they'd just buy it. And of course, it's going to happen now, right? So, a lot of layman people. Okay, you guys will probably agree with me. When people buy gifts for someone, like just a casual gift, not for a close friend, but you got to buy something for like a mother-in-law or a father-in-law. You don't want to spend a lot of money, but you want that person to think you spent a lot of money on it. So that's when these designer brands about 10, 15 years ago came in handy, like a Calvin Klein or a Hugo Boss or a Lacoste, because you could buy it for dirt cheap like you can today, but you give it to the person that you're giving it to, and then they kind of think, oh, wow, this person probably spent like 60, 70 bucks on this, even if it smelled like shit.
Like the Gravities and the Nauticas, like the little cheap ones, whatever. Yeah, for sure. I mean, it wasn't like back in the 70s where it's like these are potions, where it was like
potions.
Name has a huge thing to do with it, man. There's
marketing. Yeah,
there's a lot of people who want to buy fragrances that many times they just refuse to give a fragrance a chance because they're not familiar with the designer brand.
Hey Rick, what did you wear when you were a teenager and like in your early 20s? What did you like?
Well, I have an older brother, so I wore whatever he had. Polo green, Obsession. What else did he have? Just whatever he had. Jupe.
Even those are before.
Jupe.
Right, you're 44, so they're kind of before your time. But because your older brother had them.
Yeah, it's weird that these fragrances that we consider like too mature, like Polo Green, but we all wore them in high school. Eternity.
Yeah.
Dracar Noir.
Oh, Dracar Noir. You know what? I threw those in the dumpster, by the way, RXL. I had a couple of them, and the big ones, but it's just, man, there's something, everybody has their own opinion on fragrances, and I think, when you get older, there's certain notes that really stand out, and I'm going to ask you guys this right now, because I know many of you have started when you were teens, and then when you turn into adults, you really like certain fragrances, or maybe other things, certain cigars, certain cars, I'm going to ask you guys this right now, but for the meantime, I want you guys to know, anybody watching, if you can, hit the thumbs up. It does help out my channel, and it helps out everybody here to be noticed, and I want everybody to be noticed on here. So I'm going to ask you boys, and anybody can start, did you guys, over the years, notice more fragrances out there that you were more in tune to when you were getting older? Can you guys maybe, somebody can say, maybe there was something that maybe 10 years ago you didn't like, now you like it? Anybody can start. Anuj, how about you? Can I ask you that? Is there something, maybe a fragrance out there that you liked that now you completely don't like anymore? Or maybe there was a fragrance a long time ago that you didn't like that you like now?
No, I've never had anything like that because mine is a complete different perspective. I've never been a consumer ever, right? So this is the thing that my whole life I've done is just this business. So I've just always been surrounded by fragrances. So there are some things where I say, okay, I don't like the smell of this, or I don't like, but it makes no difference. Like, in terms of me as just selling it, who cares what my opinion is or whatever? It's just whatever the person wants to buy and what they're willing to pony up to spend. So for me, I really can't answer this question at all. Not available.
Reaper. Yeah, Reaper. For me, it would be a Polo Sport, not Polo Green. I love Polo Green, but Polo Sport. I revisited it, and it's just something that I just can't wear anymore. It's just something that was for my childhood.
Yes, I have somebody
backstage.
Drakkar
Noir is always going to be in my rotation.
Holy shit. Damn it. Damn it. Oh, damn it. You know what? We have somebody backstage. Look, RXL, please, no Simtown. Aram, no Simtown, okay? Anuj, no Simtown. AM, no Simtown. Money Burner, you do what you want, okay? I'm going to bring on my friend. She is Jenna X. I think you guys met her before. Many of you haven't met her. I'm going to bring him on her stage, and she is all about crypto. She loves crypto, and I hope you guys really enjoy the time with her here. Hello, Jen. How's it going?
Hi.
Jen. Holy shit. This is amazing. Hey,
I know,
how's it going?
I'm sparkly.
Hey, Jenna.
Yeah, you're super sparkly. And you know what? Have you been noticing that these guys have a lot of testosterone in them?
I have noticed that. You know what? I was scrolling YouTube and I saw my face was on the thumbnail. And so, I thought I should come in and say hi.
Yeah, hi. So what do you think of these guys wearing fragrances? Do you like a guy wearing fragrances, or does it bother you? Do you care?
No,
I want to hear.
As long as it's good. I mean, it's amazing when a man smells really, really nice. I mean, I don't want no stinky guy.
Exactly. But the fragrance, does that make you more, how can I say, if it's an ugly guy with a nice fragrance and he has a lot of money, does it make you kind of seem a little bit different when you
no, that's a confounding variable. Take
okay.
the money.
Yeah, the money.
Okay.
That's a
Is he also into crypto?
Oh shit! So it's your if he has your type of how can I say, your type of traits, like you like crypto, you would be all turned on about that.
Yeah, like if he's normally a 5, but he smells really good and likes crypto, then he's probably like a 9 or 10.
God damn.
Oh,
RXL.
So you like broke guys then?
Oh, no, she likes millionaires. Okay, RXL.
Why are you talking about crypto? I don't know.
No. Crypto's there's a lot of millionaires, multi-millionaires. RXL, do you want to ask? You want to ask her anything? You're welcome to ask whatever you want. She's all about fragrances, crypto, whatever it is you want.
Well, as a woman, how do you feel about simps? Do you like simps, or do you like masculine, real men?
I like both, and I don't like the term simp because, like, I feel like just because people are being nice, they aren't really simps. Like, I don't know.
I think you were like Kevin. He's masculine and a simp.
I mean, I like both. I need the mix.
So, Jenna, if he has a lot of XRP, you're all about it. If he has a lot of Bitcoin, you're not about it.
No, I would never date Bitcoin Maxi.
Damn. And if you guys don't know what that means Bitcoin Maxi would be like somebody that likes Drakkar Noir and loves Drakkar. And XRP to her would be somebody that likes like a Ventus. Okay, that's the difference. If it makes any sense. Does it make sense? Anybody knows crypto? Yeah. I don't think everybody knows what the fuck I just said.
No, that made no sense, but I understand what you're trying to do.
Yeah, you understood everything. So how's everything going with the crypto? Can you tell the boys you think it's going to go up or down?
Well, I have no fucking clue, but I'm just excited to mint a bunch of NFTs tomorrow when XLS 20 goes live on the XRPL. They don't know what I'm talking about, so
they have no fucking clue. Look, so no clue right here. Like no clue.
Can you explain it? Listen, Jenna, can you explain it to us? Like if we were like 4-year-olds right now, like how would you explain that to us?
It's an update for your phone. Like basically think of an update for your phone, right? It's just an update to this one blockchain that allows us to now have NFTs. So that's all. It's just like an update that we're excited about. And I'm going to go back and make a video on it. That's what I was doing, so I couldn't hop on earlier. But thank you for having me, and I'm going to go get back to work.
No problem. But wait, before you leave, Jenna, would you rather have an alpha male or a beta?
Okay, so here's the thing.
Okay.
I think that I am really attracted to alpha males, but I'm so hard-headed that I have to be in charge all the time. So I think I need a beta male.
That's not healthy.
Oh
So-
shit.
No, I'm a
Man.
Who
brat.
will pay the rent?
Me,
So
usually.
so-
You will?
I
okay,
always
so-
do.
So if you're a brat, you're telling that all the brats in the world rather have a beta male instead of an alpha male, just because the betas will give out, right?
I think so, unless it's the right alpha male. But like, I'm really hard-headed. I don't know.
Can I just say
It's
that
hard to
one
know.
is a real meeting of the minds?
What did you
What?
say, Money
What
Bird?
did you cut off there? Kevin?
Oh, I just said that listening to the two of you have a conversation, it's a real meeting of the minds.
He's impressed.
That's
he
great.
likes you guys talking.
That's great. You know what, Jenna? We're gonna plan you to come on a day that maybe next week when we're our schedules aligned. And yeah, thank you for coming on here. And I know this is a fucking doghouse that you just came into. It's just what it is. But I want you to know, Jenna, I am always watching crypto and I'm always watching the stock market, because without the stock market, there is no we, there's no economy. And I think it's great that you talk about crypto all the time.
Thank you.
No
All
problem.
right, guys. See you later. Peace out.
Bye.
All right, Jenna. Take care.
See ya. Bye.
What
You know, I
was-
also have some investment opportunities that are similar to crypto.
Okay.
I have financially backed the Tooth Fairy, and I'm heavily invested in Santa Claus. Make believe things are a trend right now, and we should all invest in them.
That is funny you say this, because I did speak about the Tooth Fairy the
Pump and
other
dump.
day. And I did speak about Santa Claus the other day, because I think our world right now is, we're starting to believe more stuff that we shouldn't believe. And we're starting to make other people believe stuff that we shouldn't even be preaching about, you know? And what I'm saying this is because you did speak about the Tooth Fairy and Santa Claus. And I think that's a complete lie to tell kids, nowadays, that there is a Santa Claus and there is a Tooth Fairy. But you know what? It makes money for companies, and it's great to see a spirit of, Christmas and everything. But what do you guys think of that? You think it's okay to really say that maybe a fragrance is good when it's not? Is it okay to really say that a fragrance is, everything about like 10 hours and it's not even 10 hours? Do you guys feel it's okay for a YouTuber out there really to spread light on a certain fragrance when it's not accurate? What do you guys think?
Watching you and the Jenna X talk, I was actually paying attention to Anuj, and I could actually see his brain cells just flying out of his ears, listening to the two of you talk about crypto. Like I just saw like brain cells just fucking flying out.
Kevin, can I just weigh in and say I think it's a soul tie that you and Anuj have. I'm just letting you know that I think that's what it is. I'm just saying.
I think I was meditating during the whole conversation. I transcended. And Anuj, I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but we made love in our soul tie.
Could be. Maybe I felt violated, but maybe I liked it. I don't know. It's okay.
Listen, you just got to roll with it.
It's all good.
I'm just wondering where I can get a filter like she had, so I can filter me a 6-pack right here.
Man, I
She's
have
a
no
lovely woman,
idea.
and one
Hey,
day
wait a
we'll all
minute.
see her.
I'm about to
Rick-
text her.
Rick-
I'm about to text her and see
Yeah.
what the fuck that filter was about, because that
Rick-
filter
Rick
was
has a
something
comment.
from the fucking
Yeah,
Barbie, the Barbie section app in Google. That shit was crazy.
I've seen her before. She's not a bad looking woman.
Yeah, she's pretty. I mean, I think everybody that I put on here is pretty, pretty nice looking. I try to show you guys the best of the best of what I could show you guys.
I love that it asked her to simplify her explanation.
Money burner, we can't hear you.
Your mic,
We
Mike.
can't. Yeah,
Can you hear me now?
yeah, I hear you now.
I said I love that Aram asked Jenna to explain the XRP cryptocurrency in like as if we were 4-year-olds, and the way she explained it was even more complicated.
It was Chinese. It was Chinese.
He was speaking fucking
Listen.
Taiwanese to us.
It was Chinese, and that's just what it is, you know.
Pyramid schemes are often hard to explain.
Shout out to Calvin Klein. You know, responsibility.
Responsibility.
Got some
Cuddles
obsession
crew.
here.
Cuddles crew.
Shout out to
Classics.
Miami Cuddles for his financial responsibility of only buying samples,
Escape.
not supporting artists.
Yeah, we got paper
the hobby that
samples
he
here. I
loves.
got 87 of them right here that I need to rub off later.
There you go. There you go.
Damn.
Oh, and Noosh knows about this one.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
rare one.
That put a smile on my face. I like that.
Damn.
Hey guys, I gotta go. My camera's about to die. So.
Wait.
Okay,
AM, before you go, you guys, before you go, we're going to stay on here before I end this because I'm actually at the 4-hour mark. Jesus
Okay.
Lord. The 4. So stay on here. I'm going to end this.
1%, so if I drop off, I'll just...
No, that's fine. That's fine. You actually gave me the go ahead because it's 5 o'clock. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know, please hit the thumbs up. It does help out. And remember, today I wasn't supposed to be a host. I was supposed to be just chilling. And it turned into a fun time. We saw RXL. We saw everybody. Money Burner. We saw Noosh. We saw everybody here. And I want you guys to know that it's going to be a good time on the show whenever I do one. And you know what? I'm going to have everybody on the frame when I end this. You guys have been awesome. Point at the camera if you can. RXL, turn on that camera. I want you on, RXL. Point at the camera. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a fun time. I'll see you all on the next one.